What is up, everyone? We are here with a Avengers spoiler cast. We are going to be talking about it, and yeah, we should get him in here. Why not? Has he seen it? But anyways, we are going to be chatting about it and going scene by scene, and so spoiler heavy, warnings all over the place. All the people in this have seen it, so let's get to it, shall we?
Alright, Twitch, where you at?
All right.
I know. I can use my iPad. Oh,
Little side note. I learned something yesterday.
What's up?
Daniel Radcliffe is going to play Wolverine in it.
Wait,
That's
what?
a rumor. That's a rumor.
No,
that's,
he confirmed it.
That's a rumor.
He confirmed
No.
it.
No.
If
Yes.
that was confirmed, that'd be all over the internet.
It's happening.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
to be honest, like, what do we
100%
have
convinced.
next? X-Men, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
MCU. I bet they're gonna go Fantastic Four, X-Men, because they got all the rights now, right?
They do.
Yeah.
Yep. Kevin Feige said it's going to be at least 5 or 6 years before we see the X-Men enter the MCU, though. So
Oh.
Yeah.
it's going to be a while. I mean, that's understandable. They've already had a plan of what they want to do after this for a long time. So.
Okay.
And one thing that bothers me about, since we're talking about the MCU, is they proposed that Captain Marvel's going to be the leader of the new Avengers group or whatever, and I don't like that. Not with Brie Larson as how stiff she is, as her acting
I
goes.
think her character was perfect in Endgame, though. I haven't seen the Captain Marvel movie,
I haven't seen it yet either.
but
Oh, it was
I think
good.
how she just had just all she had was those scenes or whatever. I think that was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about that last night.
Yeah.
I mean, do we wanna go over that last night that we talked about, or do we just want to
Might as
continue?
well. We can just. We won't. We don't have to spend as much time as we did last night on those topics.
Oh god, we spent so much time on that topic.
Yeah.
Well, we got sidetracked on the Disney Plus. That's one area where we were
Oh my
like,
god.
whoop.
Yep. We
Yeah, we jumped straight to Disney Plus. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I saw the Lion King
See?
trailer for the first time today. I tried to throw that out there. I'm not a Lion King fan, but I'm very fucking excited. Hey, all things Disney, man.
All
Yeah,
right,
we left off
so-
at Fat
Fucking
Thor.
Mickey Mouse on my arm.
So are we gonna start over? Yes,
Okay.
no, maybe so. Doesn't matter to me.
I'm just throwing my
Maybe.
little tidbits of input out here and there, so I don't care where you start. You know where I stand.
Well, we the point where we got up to was
Oh,
Thor, New Asgard.
Oh.
That's where we got up to. We discussed everything else before that. So my question is, if you could give the movie a one-word review, what would it be?
oh God.
Roller coaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to agree with that.
incredible.
Mm.
Emotional.
I was gonna say emotional,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's a roller coaster of emotion.
I'm in a glass case of emotion. So, were there any highlights between the beginning and the Thor scene that you guys who are now joining us liked the most?
I can't really pinpoint any specific that just stood out. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to remember this because this is amazing. I mean, it was all really good. As movies of the sort go, because we all know that I'm not really into Marvel.
Gregory
Yeah.
Burmeister says just
I can
finished the movie.
appreciate I can appreciate them as the good movies that they are. I did see Infinity War in theaters with Keith. I don't remember much of it, but I did see it. And I can appreciate them for being good movies. They've always been, I mean, I can watch them. Surprisingly, I didn't fall asleep this time. I usually fall asleep during movies at the theater, but this one kept me awake. So that's a
Question: did
plus.
anyone actually leave the theater to go to the bathroom? I know Wade did once.
That's
I
the
did
first time I've
once.
never gotten up. Partially because I was scared of the guy that I was gonna have to walk by, the guy that got into like a little spat with Keith. So a little scared to walk by him. But no, I stayed seated the entire time, and I was so proud of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't sleep either.
I think
Dana had
I,
to get up a couple times. To
I
get
did
was
ask
like
a couple
a-
questions, but
there,
they were
there was like
whispered
a
questions.
a talking point during the movie. I want to say it was when when Ant-Man came into play
Yeah.
and they were just discussing time travel. And then I was like, this will be the I get where they're going with this conversation. So I'm just gonna go run and take a quick piss. And I came back and all of a sudden I see Professor Hulk and I laugh my ass off.
Oh, little like small question. What was Ant-Man wrapped around when he shot out of the van? Was it a beanbag chair?
It was his stuff from his house because his house.
Yeah.
I mean, he had disappeared for the 5 years,
Yeah.
so they probably just, you know.
I was gonna say it just looked like a big beanbag chair, and I'm just gonna say okay, random,
Did
but,
you guys
but that
notice
makes sense.
who that security guard was?
Mhm.
Yeah. The what's his
I
name?
Ciao.
Didn't.
It's
Yeah.
Chow
Chow.
from
Yeah.
Hangover.
And did you?
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, we talked about that. So the directors directed episodes of Community, which Chow was in. Also,
And there's a few other people in it too,
Yep.
in the prior movies.
Yep.
And the security guard in that elevator.
Yep. Yvette
Tony
Nicole
and-
Brown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that was just a little, you know. I'll throw you in a movie.
I watched that Easter egg thing that you sent, Joker, with
Yeah, me
the,
too.
that YouTube video. That
I
was really
haven't
cool.
watched it yet.
Yeah.
That was
It's like
good.
26 minutes long.
Yeah.
But
It was good
Jesus.
though.
they were
Yeah.
like, in
Send us-
Iron Man 2, guess who that little kid was? That's young Peter Parker. I was like, what?
Yeah, that threw me. I didn't realize that. That was awesome.
Yeah, there was that rumor that was going around that, I bet that's Peter Parker, and then Marvel actually came out and said, yes, that is
Wait, where?
Peter Parker.
At what point?
It was in one of the prior movies in Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
Iron Man 2.
Basically, it was a kid dressed up as Iron Man. He had an Iron Man mask on, and he had some gloves that glowed, and he was in the way of
Or was
danger. I think it was
it-
Iron Man 3.
I think it was Iron Man 3 because
Yeah.
he,
Oh, it may have been.
targeted by one of those malfunctioning
Suits.
suits.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
At,
right.
at the World's Fair or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, were any of you confused by the random teenager at the very end?
Yes,
Yes.
Keith.
Very.
I was gonna say something. Keith mentioned that. I don't remember the face. Like I can't specifically say that I
So-
remember the face. But yes, that was crazy that you mentioned that. 'Cause I was just
That
thinking-
kid,
Yeah, I pointed to him. I was like, "Who the hell is that?" And Jason
that
wasn't listening.
was the kid that Tony connected with in Iron Man 3 when he was in that little town
Yeah.
where he was like, because we're connected.
Yeah, that hit.
That was him.
That's crazy.
All right,
Yeah,
hold on.
Just all grown up now.
yeah.
Babe,
Yeah,
Same
I
kid-
did hear people go
that
in the
random kid at
theater
the funeral
that I was
thing?
in that were like, they were like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah. Who's that?
Yep.
Wait, you're gonna
From
love
Iron
this
Man 3.
setup that I have right now when I go live
Oh, okay.
here in a second.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I dipped out for a second. What happened?
1 sec.
All right, so are we going to go to the scenes now?
Sure.
Okay, so New Asgard. What'd y'all
Yeah.
think?
Yes. It's in Norway, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Norway, and in that, I think it was in that Easter egg video, that's exactly where Thor's dad said, this could be our new home.
Went home.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah.
amazing that oh man, the detail
They
of these
agreed to
guys.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
No.
like they took everything that all the fans questioned and wanted and just threw it all in the movie and said, "Here you go. Here's your happy ending." Kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I want you to know that because Keith bases things off of comics, he mentioned something about Captain America dying at some point in the movie. So the whole time I'm thinking, this is going to happen in the movie. I'm going to prepare myself for it because of Keith. I have taken a small love for Captain America. It's kind of rubbed off. So this whole time I'm like preparing for this to happen, and it didn't fucking happen. So now I'm a little mad at him because he made me think it was going to happen. But what did happen was even worse. Just saying to me. But anyways, that was just a thought that was in my head. I don't know. Somebody said something that triggered that thought. Sorry, that was off topic.
No worries.
Anyways, yeah.
So Wade, go ahead. You were kind of the moderator last night.
Yeah, I was. Man, I was having a good time. What did we start off of? Like, I basically started off with like, what was your guys' like opening trailers? What did you guys get?
So this time, I went twice. Right, today was my second time going, and I was there for all the trailers. It was the Gemini Man first with Will Smith, where he's basically fighting a younger clone of himself. It looks pretty good.
We didn't have that one.
We had Godzilla. We had Lion King.
Yes.
How's Lion King look?
Oh my god.
So
I
good.
do not care for Lion
So
King,
good.
but I'm so excited for this movie.
I saw Lion King in theaters when I was a kid.
What are you doing?
Did you really?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Did
You're
you
so
see?
old. No, I'm just
Did you
kidding.
see the new Jungle Book
Yes,
that John
They're making
Favreau
another
did?
Jungle Book?
the live action.
The one that just came out
Well,
not too long ago?
2016.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wasn't
John
Christopher
Favreau.
Walken the voice of the ape?
Yeah.
Or the gorilla?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That one. I like that one. I love the Jungle Book though.
Yeah. Well, the same director's doing Lion King, which, by the way,
Hey.
is Happy in the MCU. Do you know who Happy is?
Mm-hmm. He's the director. Well, one of the directors.
Yeah, he was one of them.
He was the guy that started the whole thing with
Yeah.
RDJ. He directed Iron Man and Iron Man
Yeah.
2, I think.
I think so.
But he's also the director. Happy is the guy that was with Morgan at the very end
Morgan at the
and
end.
was like, "I'll get you all the cheeseburgers you want."
Yeah.
So
That part made me sad.
Oh
That
my
whole
gosh,
ending.
That whole ending.
Yeah, the whole ending, but that little bit right there, I was like, I couldn't hold it. Like I had my hair because I didn't want Keith to know that I was crying. I had my hair like off to the side, and I'm just like, yeah, I faked it the whole time. I think I cried harder than he did.
bro.
If you didn't cry at this movie, you have no soul.
Well, we already.
Oh my
proved
God.
I don't have a soul.
No, there was some like, I don't mean to put a label on it, but the second time that I went, there was some major ugly crying going on. Holy crap.
Is it because you realized what we were
No, speaking of that. No, speaking of that, I read an article tonight that said there was a woman that had to be hospitalized because
I
she
saw that.
she couldn't stop crying.
She cried.
Are you
Cried
serious?
so
Oh my
much.
God.
What the
She had to be
that's got to be fake.
hospitalized.
That's got to be fake.
It was posted I mean, yeah, the internet is the internet, but I mean,
Oh my God, that's crazy.
if that's true, that's crazy.
That is ridiculous. What?
I was waiting to just start crying immediately because the way Jason was talking, the way everyone I've talked to about it has talked. I was like, okay, I had a whole box of like paper towels in my pocket. I'm like, I'm
good
gonna
for
start
you.
crying.
I'm not a movie crier.
I bet I
didn't
didn't.
prepare.
I
I'm
didn't
not a
cry.
movie crier.
I didn't.
So
Start,
I'm surprised it got me because
my eyes started watering a little bit when Tony was talking to his dad.
Yeah.
No,
But I
see,
was like, no, I didn't cry. I was good till the very end. And the whole thing with Spider-Man and
that-
Tony. I was
Wow.
done, gone. But right then, that's when I started bawling.
I started crying when Hawkeye and Black Widow were trying to
I
commit
thought that
suicide.
would. Yeah, I thought that would have got me. But
yeah, that got me sniffling a little bit. It got Keith, like it got him good, but it got me sniffling a little.
Give Keith
I mean,
a
it
hug
got
for
me, but I wasn't.
because we cried at the
Hell
same
no.
scene.
You can do
wasn't
that
crying,
in
I was
July
like,
because I don't want to.
I was close.
Yeah, I would agree. I was close, but the scene that really just pulled everything out of me was when
What
Peter
happened? Okay, there it goes.
hugged Tony
Tony, yeah.
for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Tony hugged him back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You guys can still hear him, right?
Yeah, they got me.
What's up?
You guys can still hear him, right?
Hear who?
Who?
Joker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I'm not messing with anything.
Oh.
I have to mute everybody real quick because I'm going live and I do an intro.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll mute myself even.
Yeah. But yeah, the one scene that like I was bawling like a baby, not even gonna lie, is when Tony was sitting there all burnt up, you know.
Yeah.
And Peter comes up and he's just, I'm sorry, Tony, Mr. Stark, you know.
Yep.
And then
that did it. I was done.
It was the light.
And then when Pepper pulls him away, and then she's like, "You can rest now."
Oh God, yeah.
Yep.
Man.
I was done. Done.
And then his light goes out, and I was like, "Oh gosh, man, come on, man!
That
Why you gotta pull my
started all the
heartstrings
crazy
like that?"
sniffles. But during the funeral scene where it shows, where it says proof he had a heart, I was like, no.
That was from
that fucks me up though.
Two.
But that fucks me up because can relate. Y'all gonna have to marry me with some kind of proof.
Because wasn't it the one that's his original one?
That's the original one from the first one.
Right, and then he did a surgery. He did a surgery with Pepper involved, where she pulled it out of him and then inserted a new one that wasn't killing him.
Maybe that was the one.
And she kept it.
Yeah, so what point are we talking about now?
Yeah, that is.
At the end, at the funeral scene.
The original.
So we're all the way at the funeral scene.
No, we just jumped.
We're skipping.
We jumped.
It's fine.
The original core that was on the wreath.
Crying.
And then when it was like showing everybody just like standing, like that whole fucking last 10 minutes got me. Damn it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not a movie crier.
That baller as fuck setup that I got going on right now.
Need to go check it out.
That's what I was doing while you guys were starting your stream.
Let me check it out.
Oh, check that shit out.
Damn you. Ads.
He said, damn you, woman. Damn you, you vile son of a bitch.
I don't want to drink game fuel from Mountain Dew.
I'm actually doing that right now.
What? How would you describe the whole like
I was drinking rain.
I saw that in the store. I haven't had it yet.
You need to. It's the healthiest one out there right now.
Healthiest energy drink.
It is.
That's like a double negative.
I didn't move people's screens around.
Okay, but guess what? I told you I would be talking about the movie. So mute your mic. Do you push to talk? Huh? You knew I would be. It's not my fault. Yes, but he's talking to his cousins, some of whom have not seen it yet. And if he's in voice chat with them, knowing that I was going to be talking about it, then it's somebody's fault.
Oh, well, yeah, it's all their fault.
Move your computer downstairs to the bedroom.
Speaking of spoilers and people who haven't seen it, did you see the article of in China where the guy
got beat?
Yeah,
up. Oh,
he got beat up because he was yelling out spoilers.
Oh.
So a guy I know here, when
because you knew
one of the Harry Potter books came out, he got an early release of it ahead of everybody else. So he went to like the last 20 pages and read them real quick. And he was like, he drove by them and he goes, "Hey, everybody, I got my copy." And so they all looked at him and he's like, "By the way, Snape kills Dumbledore." And he drove off.
I remember hearing about that.
I would have fucked somebody up. If anybody had ever given me any spoilers to the Harry Potter books, I would have fucking stabbed
It was just
7 fucking times.
like if I would have been there, I don't think I would have been mad. I would have been like, "That was well done. Like
No.
you got our
Bravo, sir.
attention.
Bravo.
Good job. Well
No,
played."
I would have fucking murdered somebody. That would be one of those instances that you see on the news where it was like they shot them 65 times and are being like charged with
Right.
overkill or whatever.
So for everybody on our respective streams, just to jump the gun real quick, Tony kills Cap. It's done, and
Yep,
then he
it's all
takes
done.
the shield, and then it's over.
He also took America's butt.
It just
Oh, yes.
America's
took
ass.
America's butt.
ass with him.
They could have
That
casted a
is
better butt
America's
for that.
ass.
I will give
It's
them that.
Yeah, they could have.
ass.
That really is America's ass.
Definitely
Really is.
casted a better ass.
I need a drink.
They
I'll be
could
right
have at
back.
least padded it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
If they were
So
going to
Wade,
point it out
what do you
that
think of
much.
that? The way I'm hiding the rest of the shit.
No, I
Good
like
luck.
that. I wish I could do that, but
I literally all I did was
Oh, I
input
see.
some photos,
Yeah.
and that's it.
okay,
I was
Um,
like,
nice.
I'll wait until Michelle gets back to ask
yeah,
this question.
do it. I got all my alerts and shit set up too.
Speaking of Harry Potter, did you guys know that Tom Felton played in one of the he played, what was it, Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was in the very first one.
I didn't know that.
He was in the first, I should say, remake. No.
I didn't know that.
He was in
Well,
the most recent remake because there was a 1998 remake with Mark Wahlberg, which was absolutely horrible. Did you know that there was a Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg?
Oh,
No.
what? No, I didn't know that. The first
Yes.
encounter I ever had with Planet of the Apes, I can remember I was little bitty. My parents watched it one night, and I came downstairs because the TV
The one with
scared
Michael
me or
Clark
something.
Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
I came downstairs,
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
looked at the TV. Keep in mind, I was like 5 or 6. Looked at the TV, and all I saw was these big fucking eyes on a black screen. Scared the fuck out of me. And ever since, the thought of watching that movie has just been like, no.
No, the new ones are great.
The new ones are, yeah, but no,
Caesar?
this is an older one. It scared the fuck out of me.
I mean,
Also, guys, Detective Pikachu.
Detective.
I've already got my
Pikachu.
tickets.
Fucking can't wait. Dang, I can't wait. But I found out like 2 days ago that one of my favorite childhood actors is apparently in it or voicing it. I don't know exactly what his role in it is, but it makes me happy.
Ooh.
I can tell you. Jeremy Sumter played Peter Pan.
I don't know.
Fuck, I can't type. Yeah, I saw that.
All I
on
know
his
is Ryan
page.
Reynolds is Pikachu, and that's just amazing.
That's amazing. That's fucking.
Ryan Reynolds.
That's great.
That's amazing.
That's
I actually
all,
did not know that.
That's all you need is Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
he needs to reference playing that role in his
In
next
Deadpool.
Deadpool movie.
In Deadpool?
For sure.
Just do it. Just do it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he referenced Green
This guy.
Lantern in a
This guy,
Marvel
when he
movie,
played his-
so
When he played as Peter Pan, that Peter Pan.
I have no idea who that is.
What?
I don't either.
What?
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't
How have you
connected
not
to.
seen
Oh,
that?
sorry.
Wasn't
How have you
connected
not
to
seen
Peter
that
Pan like that
How have you? But you have kids. How have they not seen it?
because
Peter
they
Pan.
don't watch Peter Pan.
Yeah.
One of the best movies ever.
So speaking of pops, I just got one yesterday from the theater. I haven't
Ooh, what'd
opened
you
it.
get?
This whoops.
Ooh, that
Well, that's badass.
That's
They had
the
that at the theater?
yeah. They sold pops at the theater. So
Really? That's
yeah.
pretty.
You gotta have my pops.
If you ever get the chance, go visit the headquarters in Washington State. It's amazing. My mind was blown.
For Wade to come back.
Yeah, he said he had a question for you, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
No idea what, but Said, I'll wait until Michelle's back. Okay, sounds good.
I think he was waiting to continue the discussion until then.
Yeah.
Yes. The trailer that I have looping on my stream, you'll notice scenes in it that were definitely modified for the trailer. Like there's a scene where Hawkeye's running through that tunnel and he's not carrying the gauntlet. So they filmed
Oh yeah,
they filmed a shot with him without it. And another scene I just noticed was Gamora, where she pulls out her baton things, and it looks like on the trailer she's out on that battlefield. But if you remember in the movie, she was not on the battlefield doing that, pulling out her sticks. It was during the basically the intro to 2014 Gamora. Because she's kicked that person into that blast thing. I don't know.
She wasn't on the battlefield at all when like all the girls came out.
2014.
So that fight towards at
Gamora?
the very end of the I'm trying to remember with when all the girls came out.
No, she wasn't. You know why? Because I just got a new follower. Oh, thank you.
A day late and a little bit late on that, but hey, there it is.
Hi. No, she was not on the battlefield because, remember, she was trying to take the gauntlet from Hawkeye in the tunnel, and then she was about to shoot him. Gamora and Nebula comes in, and Nebula kills her. Shoots her right through the chest.
Okay.
So, 2019
Nebula.
That's
right. Nebula's down there. Yeah. 2019 Nebula's with Gamora.
Yeah.
Trying to get
19 Nebulas with 14 Gamora.
Yeah.
Now, I had somebody bring up kind of a time paradox issue with the ending.
You know,
today.
We'll get to that, but whenever you deal with time in movies, there's always going to be some kind of if or that shouldn't have happened because
we also need to talk about my Falcon Winter Soldier theory.
Yes,
that we didn't get to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad I remembered that.
Well, don't ask me because I'm not going to repeat it.
That video you posted, Joker.
Yeah.
That same those same people posted another one like I don't know maybe half a day before that, explaining a little bit about the ending. I watched that too, and that helped a little bit with the time.
Okay.
With Captain America at the end, that was a good one to watch.
Okay, I'm back, guys.
One thing I will say is before we start the questions, is that it is a huge. I think I mentioned it to Wade and Matches that it is a huge weight lifted off my shoulders that I don't have to tiptoe around the internet anymore. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
100%.
Without a doubt.
Like I was telling you guys last night, I had to spoil Infinity War for myself because I knew that somebody was going to do it and it was going to piss me off. And I can't get mad if I spoil something for myself. You know what I mean? It's my own damn fault.
I didn't want to spoil this movie at all.
No, not at all.
So anyways, Wade, go ahead. Moderator man.
They said you had a question for me.
When Thor pulls his hammer out, when he gets his hammer back, how'd you guys feel?
Oh,
I thought it was weird.
And then how did you feel when Captain America?
Oh my God!
I tell you what, the whole theater,
right?
Everyone, everyone exploded.
So my reaction when Cap had it, like I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I'm just like this, and I'm like, "There's the hammer."
Yep.
And then I see it lifting up, and I'm like.
Yeah, Keith is like twitching like a crackhead in his seat over that part. I was like,
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I was like,
yes. At first, I thought it was gonna fly to Captain Marvel. I thought that's how they were gonna bring her in. So I thought it was just gonna go flying and she was gonna swoop down and grab it.
Mm-hmm.
But it started flying to Captain. I'm like, oh shit, it's going to Cap. Oh,
The hammer shows Captain.
It was great.
Mhm.
It was great. It was great.
And then he started
swinging it.
Dude,
Oh my god! I was like,
that was cool. Yeah.
And he was calling down
the lightning.
strikes
I was like,
too, and I was like, oh my fucking god!
Yeah,
He even knows how to use the hammer.
like, there's no.
Attention viewers, if you were not aware, this is a mature stream.
Yes. Sorry in advance.
And if you
my
haven't
bad.
gotten the hint yet, it's a spoiler full.
Yeah.
Spoiler full. And
Build the spoilers.
if you're still here and you don't like spoilers, we don't give a fuck.
Too fucking bad. Deal with it. Too bad.
All right,
You
Wade,
have
go
been
ahead.
warned.
What's
Oh
next?
yeah, don't open your pop that you got from the movie. What is it?
What?
Joker.
Oh, the pop you got from
Oh, the Thanos.
theater.
Oh,
You got Thanos.
You got a Thanos?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wouldn't open that.
That's gonna be worth some money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
That's
don't
crazy.
know.
I've never
I-
seen theaters sell pop figures.
It might be worth money, but they make so many of them because when they run a limited release on pops, they'll usually put a sticker on it like 1,000 or something. Because when I went to the New York Comic Con and I was lucky enough to win the drawing of being able to go into their booth and buy pops, I got one that is limited to 1,000 pieces, and I'm waiting to sell it at the right moment because it's going to be worth something someday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And,
Gator says unless they are numbered, you're gold. Or you're good. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, because like with that one he sold for over $1,000, it was more based on if they had retired it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So once it's retired, that's when it really skyrockets.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a while.
Yep. Yeah. So just waiting on that.
Man.
Yep. Love my pops.
Love my pops. I have a collection of those, and I was told I had to stop doing it and collecting them, and then I started back up because they started doing the Jim Lee line.
Oh, bro. Yes.
I was like, yeah,
I want all
I'm
of the
getting
Harry
all of
Potter
those.
ones, and then I'll stop.
I only have the Joker. I only have that
I
one.
have every one that's been released so far because I have a hookup.
Nice.
Nice.
When they come into a certain store here locally, I get a phone call.
Nice.
That's
I
awesome.
have
Spider-Man.
Jim Lee's are in. Well, I know you didn't pre-order one, but I got you an extra.
Oh,
Nice.
I'll be right there.
I have my two I have my two Game of Thrones ones that I just got, and then my two Harry Potter ones. I have 3 more, but they're all out of their boxes. One of them I got was already out of its box, and then the two I had a Professor Snape that I took out of the box. 'Cause I used to set it on my desk when I worked at a loan office. I had that, and then Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time.
Mhm.
He's all gold and shiny and super fucking pretty, but he's not in the box. Because
yeah.
my god, that
The
Joker's super cool
The
looking.
chase.
That one's a lovely one right there.
I'll go get my 1,000-piece one real quick. Hold on.
Jesus. Oh, that one's cool.
Or I'll get the bag that I got.
That one just makes me mad at you.
I'll get my New York Comic Con ones. I'll be right back.
Is that a Groot one behind you, Michelle?
no. What?
Is that Groot up there?
Yeah, that's Groot.
Oh my god! I love the Groot one. I like that.
Skeletor, Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
So
the one-
there's
What
the
is this
first
next
run.
to the Joker one?
This one?
Other side. Other side. Yeah, what is that one?
That's Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, Opie's death in Sons of
Oh my
Anarchy.
god, that
I
one
could
fucked
never.
me up.
I couldn't get into Sons of Anarchy. I tried. I watched
yeah.
like two episodes and just couldn't get into it. My mom was obsessed with it. She watched it religiously.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
I want Riverdale pops. I think I've seen one or two somewhere, but I want them all.
Wade, you look confused.
I saw a Jughead pop.
Oh, I'm just waiting to see these sets that he's talking about that he got from New York Comic Con.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
I'm also trying to think about what to talk about because man, we talked about a lot of stuff last night.
Yeah, we did. What about the area in between, like that we didn't talk about? We talked about the beginning and we talked about the end. But we didn't talk about very much of that sweet middle of the Oreo cookie.
Without just giving away everything about it, how would you guys kind of describe the battle scene, like the fight scene?
All right,
the end one,
the end fight scene.
Yes.
Like at what point in it? Like, just are we talking about the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Oh, on your left.
On your left.
On your left. That was the.
Yeah. For a second, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh yes, I love that part." But like my overall generalization, I told this Keith. I said, "Do you realize this was like a giant football game where the gauntlet was a football?"
Basically.
Yeah.
I liked how the girls came into play and they were just like,
yes.
All right, they're like, let us girls handle this real quick, and then it's just like the whole scene with all the girls.
So when Scarlet Witch came,
she's like, "What's up?"
Scarlet Witch came and was gonna beat the living crap out of him.
Oh, Scarlet came into play. Oh man,
dude, yeah.
Thanos is like, I don't know who you are. She's like, you caused me so much pain. I'm like, get him.
Yes, you will know. Beat the piss
so we had that guy last night that was in my chat that was like throwing a fit about Gamora not coming back, and I thought about things today.
She can't
come back. And not just that, she can't just come back because she can't come back. It's because she was already dead and wasn't affected by the snap. That's why Quicksilver didn't come back.
Right.
Because he was dead before the snap, so he doesn't come back. They brought back everybody effective.
But I mean, technically, wouldn't the Hulk? Didn't he basically wish to undo whatever Thanos did?
Yes.
He wished to undo the snap.
Snap, right. So that's why they didn't come back. I think if he would have said, I wish for Quicksilver to come back, or I wish for... But then again, didn't he say something about he wished for Scarlet Witch to come back too, and it didn't happen? Didn't he mention something like that towards the end?
No, she came back. Because she was affected.
Not Scarlet Witch. I'm sorry. I always mix those two. Black Widow. I thought he said something. I tried.
He wanted her to come back really bad, but he didn't. He realized she couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah. The Red Skull literally tells everybody, he's like, if once it's done, you can't come back no matter what.
Yeah,
right.
You're done.
Like you will become the soul gem or whatever it is.
Right.
So I came back with my pops, and I'll start with my least favorite to my favorite. So I've already sold one, and that was for like $350, but I bought it for $10. But that was the New York Comic Con exclusive Biggie pop, because they started doing a pop music line where they're gonna start doing like artists, and they did
Biggie, like Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah. So they did a Biggie pop, and everyone, even when I was in line, was asking me to buy them that. I'm like, dude, it's only one per customer, and no, I'm keeping it for myself because I knew what I was gonna do with it.
Right.
So, the first New York Comic Con one that I have is they did a Carnage line where they carnaged other characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's a
I have a bunch of those.
I should say Venom. They venomized people. They have a
Gator. Here you go.
They had a venomized Captain America, a venomized Iron Man, a venomized Hulk, Carnage, and then a regular Carnage. So I just got the regular Carnage.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I've been looking for a long
Oh my god.
time.
So that's one of my least favorite.
That would make me uncomfortable if somebody said behind me, and I'm like, oh,
I know, like what? What, the Iron Man? I don't... Which one behind?
He's got a
got
Hulk.
Hulk. You have Hulk. Oh shit, the box. I didn't do it.
So
all mine are boxed away, or I would go get a bunch of them.
I have 3 of them downstairs. I forgot about. I have 2 Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know anything about. They were in like an unboxing thing from GameStop, and then I have I got an unboxing box that was full of Kingdom Hearts stuff, and I got the Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Sora Monsters Inc. Sora pop figure, and it's fucking amazing. It's downstairs in a box, so like in the box is in another box put away.
So, let's see. Yeah, see Venomized Hulk. There you go.
That's cool.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, show the back. Show the back of the box. You'll see the other ones.
My buddy's gonna give me that one.
Dude,
cool.
that captain though.
I want the Venomized Iron Man. Ooh,
the Iron Man.
Cool as fuck,
I want
too.
them all.
I've got Iron Man. I've got.
Oh, those are super cool.
There's also a Ghost Rider one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't collect these things at all, but those things are really cool.
I'm gonna be now. I want all the Harry
Also,
Potter.
that was really weird. I had
All
a
of
sudden jump of in viewers, just like massive, and then it went away.
Maybe it was a
Right?
raid.
Oh wait, never mind.
So the
But no,
next.
I normally get a notification for it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No,
So-
I want all the Harry Potter ones. I want like the Hogwarts Express and the the big fucking Hagrid and everything. I want it all. That's my goal.
The next one I have is the 1,000-piece limited edition. It's a glow in the dark. It's a Comic-Con exclusive. And this one, since it is numbered to 1,000 pieces, this one is going to be worth quite a lot of money. So that's why I've been careful with it. But I don't care for it because it's just not a line that I will follow. So that's why I won't mind giving it up. But it's the Hanna-Barbera Funky Phantom. It's a glow in the dark. And
Oh.
1,000 pieces right there.
That's awesome.
So that one's
What does
gonna
that
go.
mean? 1,000 pieces. What does that mean?
That they only
There's
made
only 1,000 of them.
1,000 of them.
Wow.
They only made 1,000 of them out there.
That's crazy.
I
They
like
had a
those
bunch-
Venom ones. Those are
There
really
was
neat.
Yeah, the Venom ones are awesome.
There was
I didn't know you
Symbiote-
had that.
The symbiote, is that what it is? Symbiotes?
Symbiote. Yeah.
Symbiote, yeah.
You'll appreciate this one, Wade.
Okay.
I love this one. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, yeah, this was
made
only.
it all about Keith.
Yeah,
Wait,
this was.
show that one that I got you here in a minute.
Yeah, he's right here.
This was another. These are all New York Comic-Con exclusives, but there's this one. It's a bigger.
Oh, cool. The Great
Oh.
Vegeta.
Oh
Look at
man.
This. Look at this pop. Okay, never mind. What? Okay,
That's
well,
really neat.
bye.
You're killing me here. Vegeta's
Comic-Con
my favorite character.
That's pretty cool.
But
He's
my
good
favorite,
with
my favorite out of the whole.
I'm little Fraser. Golden Fraser, everybody. Look at my butt.
favorite out of the
that.
whole. My favorite out of the whole line that I got, and it fits perfectly into our theme tonight, is this one.
Is that a Hulkbuster?
Ooh, Hulkbuster.
Oh, cool.
Badass.
I like that.
I don't have the movie moments one, but I
Those are
have
awesome.
the
It's basically
Hulkbuster.
this.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
Hulkbuster versus Hulk. Yeah. Very cool.
So, yep, that was my
If it's that fucking bad, go to bed.
fun time at New York Comic Con.
I bet that was crazy. That was a good con.
Oh, getting to see the original Power Rangers and going to getting Funko Pops, yeah.
Yeah.
Way to spend the day. I mean, come on.
So the
Jason?
the
Yep.
streaming
met
streaming
Jason.
community that I'm a part of, they have a movie night and everything where we all jump in and we all watch a movie together. So collectively we chose Brink. I don't know if anybody remembers that movie, but it was like a Disney movie about a bunch of like roller skaters and stuff like that, and did like their own X Games thing. The original Black Ranger is in that, and they had no idea that was who that was. And I'm like, guys, that's the Black Ranger right there.
Walter Jones. Yeah, I met him.
Walter Jones.
Yeah, he was at the Montgomery Comic-Con a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually, speaking of cons, I'm meeting Amy Jo Johnson tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna meet her for a whole 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Unless she has a table, like
unless she has a table, yeah.
Yeah, because when I went to New York Comic Con and all right, go ahead, buddy.
No.
The Jason, Zach,
Still standing
Zordon,
there.
and
Hey, Ethan.
yeah. Hey, you want to say hi?
I say mine got to go to bed too.
Yeah,
Ethan,
look.
did you like Endgame?
Tell him if you liked Avengers. Come here. Yeah, they can. He's nervous.
He's nervous.
Come here.
He comes say hi. My kids will come say hi.
Yes.
There he is.
If I can get mine to get in here.
Yo.
He's like,
Just
no!
say hi, dude. Whatever.
Look at that pretty blonde hair. Oh my goodness. This is amazing.
Huh. I don't know what to talk about. Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
Oh
Fat
my
Thor.
God, that he is a spirit animal.
Thor was wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
The big Thorbowski.
Wait, look,
Yeah.
Thor.
Wait, he called him that was great.
come here, Michelle. Look straight.
What? What? What?
Did you open your Snapchat, Michelle?
Hi there, child.
Say
Hello,
hi.
child.
Hey, girl.
They're saying hi. Okay, say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.
Hi.
They say goodnight. Come here. Come here, baby gator.
Baby Gator.
Baby Gator.
My buddy.
Ow. There, right there.
What a handsome devil.
You wait.
Isn't it though?
You say goodnight.
Good night.
Hi.
All right. Go.
Good night.
Good night. Love you.
Wait, I'm sending you guys. some
Why were you
stuff
making me
that
look straight ahead? What?
Just
No, go to bed.
check your Snapchat, Michelle.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
I don't want to know.
Slapchild.
All right,
Oh.
Wade,
Oh my god.
Wade, Joker, the rest are in Discord for you guys.
What the actual fuck?
I'll check it later.
Oh my god.
What in the world?
God.
Oh god.
Oh. You look like a burn victim.
What the shit did you do on that one?
I'm kind of disappointed that you didn't have one for me.
Well, you wouldn't look up. Here, look up. I got you. Look up. Oh,
Oh.
god, that's nightmare fuel. All right, that's
So-
going in Discord.
What have you done?
So speaking of
Oh.
new Asgard,
Mm-hmm.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
which is
Asgard.
which is
New
an actual,
Asgards, what?
New
which is an
Asgard.
actual.
That's a real comic.
Yes,
It's a
it
real
is.
comic.
Yeah.
That's a real comic.
No.
And they're putting Thor
I
with who?
Bro,
Wait,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Yep.
I
As
guarantee
Guardians
they're
of the
going to do
Galaxy.
as Guardians of the Galaxy.
he better be in the next one.
I hope
he's
so.
He
gotta
has to be. He has to be.
In the next Guardians movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah,
James
I mean,
Gunn
he's-
is again
he leads
ahead
with
of,
Yeah.
in
I
charge
love
of.
the whole butting heads of Quill and
And Thor.
Thor.
Right.
So you come in here, touch my map, and you think you're the captain?
I'm the captain, right? I'm the
captain.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
You're the
Sure,
captain.
Yeah, you're the captain. You're the captain. You're the
You're
captain.
the captain. Yep.
Gator says that's the
everyone
one keep going
everyone
towards
here
Fat-
knows who's
Fat
in
Thor.
charge.
It's awesome.
Everyone here knows who's in charge.
I'm married to Fat Thor. There you go. That's perfect.
it's amazing.
So speaking of Asgard, new Asgard, what about that first scene and cameo I don't know if it's cameo, but that first reveal of Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was really
Mhm.
cool. What was she? What was her? She was doing something. What was her job? Was she like a
She was
shipyard?
just like a dock mate, basically.
Yeah.
She was running the docks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thor's an alcoholic that sits around and plays Fortnite with.
Plays Fortnite all
I hated
day.
that.
Oh my
I thought they had
God.
picked a better game to show right there.
It's because they have a deal with Fortnite.
Yep.
I get
Because
it.
Fortnite
Jeez.
last year during Infinity War, Fortnite ran, or not last year, when Infinity War
Yeah,
was
it was
going.
last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
Holy
We
shit!
wait
it
to
was
see
last
Infinity
year.
Wars a
I
year
thought it
ago
was
today.
2 years.
Exactly. So scary.
I thought it was 2 years ago. Time
No.
does not fly. Anyway, during right leading up to Infinity War, they had a special game mode where you could collect the gauntlet.
Oh yeah.
And you played as Thanos.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you were the most OP son of a bitch in that fucking game.
I don't play Fortnite, but I remember that happened.
Who plays that game?
And so in the one leading up
Nobody who's
to
anybody.
well, the one leading up
girls.
to Endgame was a mode where you played as the heroes, and then you on one side, and the other side you played as Thanos' army. And if you got a stone, you became like one of the like legendary characters.
Speaking of stones,
Or some shit like that.
we kind of touched base on this last night. In fact, we did. But when Thanos ripped the stone out of the glove
And punched the freaking
and
shit out
put
of
it
Captain
in his
Marvel.
other hand,
And just
It's just like, yeah.
that had to have been the Space Stone, right? Was it the Space
no,
Stone?
it was
It was
power.
the purple one.
It was.
It was the
purple
Power
one.
Stone.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
power. So yeah.
It was the
Okay.
purple one, right?
Yep. Yeah. He grabbed the purple. one.
Why do you think it was the Space Stone?
No, I couldn't remember the color, which ones.
Okay, I
associated-
didn't know if there was a specific reason why you thought it was. But
No, I just the color.
it was it was the Power Stone. Now, I will say in the movie, the colors of each of the stones is different than what the
In
the
the
comics have.
I like that they did that to her though, because I wanted them to make them.
They needed to show that she had weakness.
Yeah, exactly. She's not big badass.
Scarlet,
Marvel.
yeah.
Like, she does.
And it wasn't a thing where like what happened with Apocalypse and Mystique in that movie, where they just made her look helpless. They gave her her run and everything, where she came in and just fucked him up.
Mhm.
And then he just was like, "Hey, I'm a master tactician. Here you go."
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's basically what it boiled down to it. Whereas with Apocalypse and Mystique, you had a very, very fucked up situation on your hands that people threw a fit about because that was on a billboard. Where
Oh, really?
Apocalypse was holding Mystique by her throat and just holding her out and slowly killing her.
Oh.
So that was a big, big issue. And that was one of my issues with, or that was one of the things that I was concerned that would be an issue with, the whole Captain Marvel and Thanos thing. If they showed that she had weakness, what happens? Do you have a sudden freakish outbreak of people that are pissed off because she had weakness?
Mm.
Well, no. You have people that understand that every hero has a weakness. Every single one. Even every villain has a weakness. And I thought that it was good that they showed that she wasn't as all powerful as she thought she was.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Captain Marvel, that haircut is straight out of the comics. Like,
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
it is
Yeah,
straight
like all out.
out of
Loved
the
it.
comics.
Yep. It was like spot on.
Mm-hmm. It was funny when Rocket was like, "What, are you gonna go get a new haircut?"
What are you gonna do? That was great.
I love when Iron Man called him Ratchet.
Build-A-Bear.
Ratchet.
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking amazing.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you were a Build-A-Bear.
Up until this moment, I thought you were a Build-A-Bear. Maybe I am.
Yeah. It had a lot of great one-liners like that. It was
Oh yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
So.
I went for the head.
Yeah, but
one
then,
of the best
you know,
one-liners in the whole movie.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that he felt so bad about it at the, afterwards, like he was crying to his mom, Thor, the god of thunder.
He's not used to failing, though. I mean, that was
right.
It's true.
That's what got him so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Kept harping about it to Rocket and Professor Hulk. You know,
Professor Hulk. Can we just appreciate Professor Hulk?
Yeah, I loved it. I've read online some of the biggest complaints from people were that he wasn't either Bruce Banner or he wasn't just Hulk, that he was stuck in the middle, which I mean, I don't know. I don't get that because I was fine with it. I mean,
well, that's the people that don't understand the Mr. Fix-It gimmick. Because that's kind of how Mr. Fix-It was. He was that middle ground kind of guy between the two. And for those of you that don't know who Mr. Fix-It was, that was
it's okay, Gator.
the name that Grey Hulk went under for a while.
Okay. Now, did you? I've also seen people upset that Thor was fat the entire time. Like,
yes, I commented on that. I was like, you would have thought that there would have been some sort of montage, like short, quick montage, or that something drastic would have happened and he would have instantly like snapped back. No.
See, I thought that once he got Mjolnir back, that he was just gonna go back to Thor God body.
Like he got struck by lightning, and then his beard got like Viking and.
But I did notice that some of that weight seemed to kind of vanish. I guess because of the clothing he was wearing during some of the later
he was wearing
scenes.
Spanx.
But he wasn't. Spanx. But he definitely was not back to.
Normal.
He went Elder God. That's what happened.
Yes, Elder God. There you go.
That's what it was. He'll probably be back in Guardians 3.
Yeah, he'll be back to normal.
He'll be back to normal 100%.
And
even though Fat Thor was great.
Yeah, when he hit him with the hammer in the axe, right?
Spirit animal.
I kind of.
That's my spirit animal.
I kind of.
Look, see, I actually got it going on down here. See.
I actually really liked how he had his hair grown out again. I wasn't a real big fan of the Duck Dynasty beard, but the fact that he had his hair grown out was a direct callback to 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that scene,
the way it looked too.
Yeah, it was all like dreadlock and just.
It was like dreadlocked and stuff.
It was perfect.
That's great.
Gator, we'll just call him Viking Thor.
Yeah, Viking Thor. There you go.
Viking Thor.
All sorts of Viking mode.
Yeah.
Go ahead and continue, Joker.
Oh, I don't even know what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was talking about Thor.
You were talking about his hair.
I was. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
All right. Take a lap, and then it'll be back.
Yeah,
we'll see.
That's what I do when I do my meetings. When I'll forget what I was talking about, I'm like, "All right, you start talking, and I'll remember it in 5 seconds."
Yep,
and then
it'll come back eventually.
How'd you like the scene? Speaking of Thor, how'd you like the scene when Cap and him were on the battlefield, and Thor was like, "Here, you take the little one."
Well, yes.
Yeah. No, you take the little one.
You take the little one.
That was great.
Did he say little one or tiny one?
It might have been little one.
I think it was little.
Well, I can actually check real quick if you want.
Naughty.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, we all whip out a phone. Yeah.
Well, he was gonna stop by and chat, but never mind. Sorry,
Here,
Zucker.
he
Well,
said,
This is 100% a spoiler thing. We all have seen.
Yeah,
the
we
movie.
all warned it. Yep.
he,
I'll see you next time. Thanks for popping
Later.
in.
by the way, he did say little one.
The little
Was
one.
a little?
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, you take the
Yeah.
little one.
Good one.
Oh man, and then
Don't forget to
how
hit
about
that
the-
subscribe button.
How about the line? We all know who's the captain here. There at the end of the
Oh,
show.
there's a captain here.
It's me. They know it's me. It's me.
No, it's me.
That part. That part.
the way
little banter
Captain
back and
was
forth.
handling the shield and Mjolnir at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, that
when
was
he
amazing.
was going against Thanos,
Mhm.
when he was
Yeah.
batting it and stuff,
Yeah.
and oh man, it
It was like so natural.
It was
just
so
as if it was
good. And then
Oh.
when Thor says, "I knew it,"
Yep.
because that was the callback to Age of Ultron when he
when he almost picked it up.
yeah, when he scooted it across the table a little bit.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
it was so good.
So good.
So there's another callback that's actually involves the comics.
Yeah, he totally squeaked the glass in Age of Ultron when he was trying to pick it up. He's like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So when Thor was fighting Thanos by himself, did you notice that Thanos wielded his hammer for a few seconds?
Did he?
Yeah.
yes.
Wait. Say it again.
Thanos had Thor's hammer for a few seconds. It was either the hammer or Stormbreaker.
I thought it was Stormbreaker.
Oh, it was.
It might have been
it was
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
He has a Stormbreaker, as a matter of
he
fact,
grabbed
because
it.
he was,
Yeah,
he
he
was
grabbed
pushing it into his
Stormbreaker.
chest.
Chest. Yeah.
Does anybody know
I
why
don't remember him seeing the hammer,
he was able
but
to
it's
do
not.
that?
What?
But it's not.
It has the same properties as.
Is it
his
same
hammer.
properties? The Storm?
Mhm.
It's the
Stormbreaker?
same
Because it was
material.
reforged to be the new weapon for Thor. He
Yeah.
didn't have his hammer anymore. His hammer was broken.
Then why was
Yeah.
Groot able to pick it up in Infinity War?
Groot didn't pick it up technically.
I mean, he
He-
lifted
'Cause
it
it
up with
He
his.
wasn't-
lifted it
wasn't-
for a second,
And
but
it wasn't
also
truly connected at
that's
that
another
time
thing.
either.
Groot and Thanos are both worthy of wielding it. In the
What?
comics,
Groot?
in the comics, Thanos
I believe
wielded
it. It's made from Groot.
at one point, and because it was made from Groot,
Groot.
he was worthy. It's a little thing throwback. I love knowing stuff in comics that people don't know.
There's another person who can wield it though too. That's not like in the movies at all. I thought.
Batman.
Is it Batman?
It's Batman.
It's Batman.
I believe
Adam?
that's actually kind of correct, Wade. There was a crossover event, and if I remember right, Batman did pick it up.
Are you serious?
No way.
I totally
I'm
got it.
gonna have to.
Oh, I lost audio. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, I can't hear you guys. Be right back.
The folks that have wielded
Yeah, Gator says Adam Warlock.
Thor's hammer, or that have lifted the hammer.
I will call him Adam.
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 which was teased in Guardians 1.
Two.
I thought
Was
it was
it 1?
1. Where he was in the collector's. He was in the collector's stash. He was in a 2 along with Howard the Duck.
Yeah, that's right. He was.
Yeah.
It was his cocoon, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did anyone have problems with the pacing of the movie at all?
Just at the beginning.
No.
Just at the very beginning, it was a little kind of draggy, but not long enough to like really bother me.
Yeah, but they needed to do that to clear up
Yeah.
a lot from Infinity War.
Man, and then what we talked about last night was, you get all these trailers, and then without any notification of this thing is starting, it just jumps right
straight
into it.
The movie. Yeah.
So,
okay, what is Beta Ray Bill? Gator keeps saying he was gonna fucking type it until someone reads it.
Yeah. Beta Ray Bill is basically Cosmic Thor.
Okay.
He was worthy of wielding it.
Okay.
I did not know that.
There's also a character named Thunderstrike, who kind of became the new Thor for a little while, and he has his own hammer.
Here's a question. Do you think Shuri is going to become the new Iron Man?
Yeah,
She's
that's what Jason was
intelligent.
saying.
She has blasters.
Yep. I think so.
Shuri.
Black Panther's sister.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
I could see it. Like a young Avengers team.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. And then
Ironheart?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also in the comics, a version of the comics, there is a female Thor.
I want more
Jane.
Jane Foster.
Yep.
Deadpool has wielded his Thor's hammer as well.
Now that would be good. That would be good.
Has Magneto.
Really?
Superman and Wonder Woman.
Her name's Rescue. That's right.
Man, I cannot wait until this MCU gets their hands on the X-Men.
Oh, I know.
Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. What they're going to do with these characters, it's going to be stuff that we've never seen before.
It's going to be so good. So good.
With them focusing so much after this little short phase, like we were talking about last night, with them focusing so much on space with the next one.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna see the Shi'ar Empire in those movies?
I mean, it's possible.
And also, another thing that I thought would be really cool is if they bring in the Starjammers from X-Men, which were led by Cyclops and Havoc's father.
I didn't know that.
They're basically the X-Men version of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
And I thought that it would be kind of cool if there's like a little path where those two go cross paths and everything.
Or maybe the Guardians. I mean, I don't know how many Guardian movies we're gonna get. It's probably gonna be just the trilogy, right? Just the 3.
Probably.
But it would be interesting. It would be interesting to see. Well, yeah, maybe, because I thought Thor was only gonna be 3, and here we are. He's joining the Guardians.
Yep.
So maybe he's signing a new contract with Marvel. I don't know.
Well, it might be a part of his like cameo agreement.
Yeah, that's true.
Because a cameo is there's a very, very like I don't know, like it's very, very like a gray area where you can appear in a ton of the movie and they can still consider that a cameo because you're not starring it.
Right.
Sort of like Robert Downey Jr. in Homecoming.
Right, because he was in so much of that movie.
Yeah. In Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I can't wait to see Far From Home.
Oh, I know.
Far From Home
That's
just looks so good. And
Oh,
I'm 100% positive that the what we see Mysterio fighting, those are like his holograms.
Think so?
I'm almost 100% positive because it simulates Sandman,
Yes.
Hydro Man, and I can't remember what the third one is. But it would make so much sense because he just shows up and is like, you can't handle this. Well, why can't he handle it? Because he can't do anything to him. Only Mysterio can control those holograms.
I almost forgot about that Spider-Man movie.
You almost forgot about that Spider-Man movie.
So are we basically saying, like, towards the end of that, when Spider-Man goes back to school, are we basically saying his entire school got erased?
Yeah.
I don't think his entire school.
Definitely
I mean, it's
his
possible.
best friends.
And we were trying to figure out where it's gonna fit in the timeline.
I really feel like it's gonna be after Endgame.
It's gotta be,
because if they've already shown us a scene in Endgame of him reconnecting with, I forget his name, his friend.
Yeah.
The way they did, I think they're gonna go off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as you have, I don't know, Matches, you said that you saw a trailer with Tony. Maybe that was a fan made thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I have not been able to find it again, and it's pissing me off. I wanted to send it to you guys today so you could be like, check this out. This is what I found.
Yeah.
And I cannot fucking find it.
I don't know. But the one trailer that I have seen, we talked about this last night as well. You see Happy coming in and talking to Peter and his aunt.
Yeah.
You don't see Tony, which you would usually. I'm sure Tony would be more than happy to go visit Aunt May again.
Yeah.
You know,
he's got pepper though, man.
Unusually attractive aunt.
Like, you better leave that alone.
Hey, Aunt May is smoking hot. Leave her alone. There you go. Fucking fine as shit.
What's it called? Spider-Man
Far From Home.
Far From Home.
I bet the next one is gonna have some kind of home theme as well. That's what it seems like. Homecoming, Far From Home.
Yeah.
So the next one's gonna be called Spider-Man Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound.
Jesus.
Dogs appear out of nowhere.
Damn.
Homeward Bound.
Cat.
Yes, babe. She was hot in the wrestler too.
Yeah. So.
Oh God, yes, she was.
Oh yeah, Happy's like, what are you doing?
Oh, here we go.
Are you playing it, Wade?
Yeah.
Michelle, check your Snapchat.
Oh, sorry.
What just happened?
What just happened?
Going to Europe. School trip.
Oh gosh, I didn't know it worked on monitors. Oh gosh.
Yeah. You just have to do the monitors. Yeah. You just.
Oh, I just exited out of it. Damn it. Oh well. I'll watch it later.
I think the one of Wade is probably the best in that lot.
Yeah.
What?
I've been.
What, you making me look like a burn victim?
No, actually, these are even better. I posted them.
Have you guys seen that picture of the little girl with a piece of ham on her face? Everybody's like,
Yes.
Like plus one prayer.
No, it's not a little girl. There's one like that with a dog. I haven't seen the little.
And the dog
one
one
with
too.
the dog.
And people are like, "Oh, it's so terrible." I'm like, "It's ham."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ham.
So did anyone stay for the through the end of the credits?
I didn't.
No, I didn't. I
Jason said there wasn't anything, so we didn't stay.
Yeah.
There's
There
not.
was.
However, there's no
technically
scene.
was.
Yeah,
there's no scene, but
There's
there's
no-
an audio clip.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, damn.
There was an
Damn it,
audio.
Jason!
There was an
Oops.
audio clip of what sounded like hammering, and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same sound that
Hammer sound?
Yep, it's like a ting ting ting.
It's
ting.
the one that opens the first Iron Man movie.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty much the same sound that we hear when Tony is in the cave building the suit. Ping, ping, ping. There's a clip of it on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure that's the same sound. Just a little, extra dedication to RDJ, who started this whole thing, and now on the final last bit of the movie, we're gonna close it on him as well.
Yep. This was a send off movie for RDJ and for Chris Evans.
Oh, for sure.
100%. And I feel like it almost was going to be one for Chris Hemsworth, but I feel like at some point he changed his mind before they finalized everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably did a reshoot with him and Valkyrie, stuck them out there on that cliff to talk, and then it would not surprise me if James Gunn came into play and was like, you know what, I'd really love to do something with Thor in the next movie.
Yeah.
And then they did a reshoot with them exchanging, hey, you're the new leader of Asgard. Congratulations, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but oh, and here comes Rocket. All right, let's go.
Right.
It's possible.
Thor wants to hang around the Guardians of the Galaxy.
So let's talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy. Something that we haven't talked about is when they cut to,
Wait. I have not seen all of Guardians of the Galaxy. So if you're gonna talk about it, I'm gonna go because I haven't.
This is in the movie that we're talking about. This is in Endgame.
Okay.
So they cut to the ship, and we see Quill standing there.
Yeah, he's searching for Gamora.
And he's searching for Gamora.
Yeah.
So, is that going to be part of the focus of 3?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
It's not gonna be the sole purpose. They're still gonna have to fight some cosmic enemy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be a side mission for Quill.
Yeah, try to find.
So now here's something that needs to be brought up. Then, did she survive Tony's snap? Because technically she changed sides still, but she was brought in by past Thanos and was still a part of his forces.
I think she changed sides. I don't think she.
Well, she definitely changed sides because
yeah, she definitely changed sides. But is it because did she survive the snap because her whole reason for being there was at that point was she was a part of Thanos's force? How do you come through with that and explain that?
I could go 2 ways. I could say.
I ask the difficult questions.
No, it gets it gets us thinking.
It makes you think.
I could see the path of her not coming back. Yes, she didn't survive the snap. because Zoe Saldana is busy with Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Her schedule does not permit it, right? And then they could just do a cop out and be like, yeah, she didn't survive. But I don't think that's the route Marvel's going to take, because the love story between Quill and her is still out there and not complete. So I think it's going to be a kind of, I don't know if this is a bad comparison, but a 51st Dates where he's trying to get her back into the mindset of loving him. If that makes sense.
I'm 100% with you on that.
Yeah, because I mean, not only is he going to have a mission of trying to find her, but he's going to have a mission of trying to get to know her again.
Right.
So that's what I think.
Wade, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's gonna be another one of those the hunt for Liv.
The hunt for the Green Gamora.
Yep, hunt for Gamora.
And I like what they're doing, because they can't go the comic route right now where Quill falls in love with Kitty Pryde, because she's not a character yet
in the MCU. Yeah,
in the MCU. And that was kind of where I was going earlier with the Starjammers Guardians of the Galaxy thing, because she joins the Starjammers for a hot minute, and then joins the Guardians and takes over for a while and becomes the new Star-Lord. Which I thought could be an interesting storyline and path that they could go down.
Right.
Kitty Pryde's an X-Men?
Yeah. Kitty Pryde is she's the one that initially falls in love with Colossus.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. Huh. Kitty Pryde movie? What?
Maybe on Fox's terms.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have to go to bed soon, but I'm gonna throw a topic out there.
Go for it.
Y'all's thoughts on the scene at the military base when they went back, and it was like
back in the 70s?
Yes. I'm trying to think of the year that it popped up on the screen. When they went 70? Back in time. Yeah. And he ran into his father. Did that hit anybody's emotional strings at all? Or is it just me as being a crybaby? Because that part I sniffled a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like,
so I have a serious disconnect with my dad, so it didn't affect me, but I can understand where it would.
Yeah.
Because there's that moment where you could see that Tony changes his dad.
Yeah.
It's visual.
Yeah.
And it's in their conversation.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
There's a clear
that was
transit.
probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie, is that back and forth with the two of them from the moment they run into each other till when they part.
To the very end when they leave.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite clips.
Yeah. I liked when Tony told Howard, everything's gonna be all right.
Be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how he made sure to tell him that he had a daughter.
Yeah. And thanked him. Thank you for everything, for your service for the country.
For the country.
Oh my God.
Thank you for everything.
It feels. Yeah, I got my eyes started watering right there, but I didn't cry. But I was that close. Oh, and then Jarvis.
Yeah, that little
that
bit.
Was
so,
little bit.
I didn't know that was. I didn't know that he was a butler or valet or whatever it's called. I was like, shit, that's Jarvis.
That guy, both actors, the Howard and Jarvis. There was a very limited series called Agent Carter, and they are both in that series.
Yep.
It was
Agent Carter was so good.
Yeah. It was 6 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forget, but they were both in that series.
Yeah, they put it in a really bad time slot.
Oh yeah.
And it just,
I wanted to watch that.
It tanked, even though it was just absolutely wonderful for a period kind of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gator Guardians 1 was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch.
Oh, out of the Out of the
Aries, you
out
need
of
to
the
watch
Guardians
those.
movies,
Yeah.
Guardians
I started
1.
to watch one, but we started it so late one time that I fell asleep watching it, and then I never got the chance to try it again. So I'm gonna try to tackle those within the next couple of days. I have to finish. I've got to finish season 7 of Game of Thrones though, because I know
Yes, you
tomorrow
do.
is supposed to be a big episode.
Oh.
And I wanted to watch
Oh
it
my
with you
God.
guys tomorrow, but I don't think I'm gonna make it unless I just tell Keith to go fuck himself and binge all.
Did he throw something at you?
No, he went to bed. No, I threw my concealer at my cow over here.
Yeah, we have all the Marvel ones on Vudu, so you can watch them.
Voodoo, that's where it's at.
Voodoo. Yes.
What's voodoo?
Amazing.
It's a
Okay, so
I'm like,
do you remember when, or they still do it, I guess technically.
Voodoo, HBO.
Yeah,
Is
Pirates off.
you know how actual hard copy discs would say Blu-ray digital or Blu-ray DVD and digital copy.
Streaming. There you go.
That digital copy, once you redeem it, goes into this library on Vudu. It's a website. Basically, it's
connected
Netflix
with
of
Walmart.
Yeah, but you can connect. There was a whole bunch of different services that you could feed into Vudu, and it's basically just a digital library of your movies. And they also have this feature now where you they've expanded their library to where if you have a whole bunch of actual hard copy discs, you can scan the barcode and convert that movie into a digital copy.
For like
That's
$2-3
really
bucks, something like that.
Yeah, it's like $2 a movie or something.
And but the I forgot the name of the, like, Sony or DreamWorks or the creators of the movie, whatever that's called. Damn it. They have to have agreements with Vudu in order to do that, because we have a shit ton that we couldn't add on.
The rights, the
rights, yeah. They have to agree to have the rights to it.
Can we talk a little Game of Thrones now that Michelle, I know you watch it, obviously. Joker, you watch it or have watched it, haven't you?
Winter is here. I am ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, we're all.
I'm 3 seasons behind.
Oh no! I'm early season 7, so
catch up.
And I caught this up in less than 2 weeks. Wade, do you watch Game of Thrones?
I don't watch it.
Wade!
What? Okay, I was with you 2 weeks ago. I was like, this show is going to be stupid. I'm not going to be able to get into it. It's like every other scene is either boobs or gruesome killing, so I'm definitely into it. Yeah.
The first few seasons
Flaccid
were like
wiener.
all about the hardcore
pause.
Floppy, floppy, flaccid wieners.
Winner, floppy wieners.
The way you just said dick. Side note, when Gator came in last weekend and we went out with his sister and her friends, one of the guys that we went out with was saying dick just like that. I was like, no, I'm trying to get my it was out of my head, and then he did it.
That was Daniel, wasn't it?
No, it was Matt. No, I think it was Matt. I want to say no, it was definitely Matt. Yeah, it was Matt.
Man, speaking of Matt, there's a different Matt. You know, what happened to Plague Doctor?
I heard from him a few days ago. Well, probably about 2 weeks ago. And ever since, I see his Snap stories sometimes, but that's about it.
I heard, I'm his cousin, well, my wife's cousin, but yeah, he definitely does not live. Winner.
Why did he move? Last I heard, he moved and didn't have internet.
Oh,
yeah, but I'm assuming
there's a wiener. Oh, it's a winner.
Oh my god! So we were gonna talk Game of Thrones.
Not so soft, but erect.
Oh my god!
Winner. If you had to pick a house, what house would you pick?
Oh, we were discussed this.
Oh, hold on.
Oh man!
I think you and I discussed this.
Hold on, Facebook did that for me recently.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm getting.
Did it for me too. Hold on. I want to say.
Well, Facebook didn't do that for me, so.
Targaryen,
backwards, damn it.
To another wiener.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
There's more boobs than dicks in it, though.
Yeah, I'm House Targaryen. I'm in a relationship with Jon Snow. I'm sworn to House Stark. I'm a sellsword. It's my occupation. I own a Valyrian steel longsword, and my hobby is playing with direwolves. I'm a fucking badass.
Mine says House Baratheon in a relationship with Daenerys.
Oh,
Sworn to House
you fucking
Targaryen.
that's right.
Occupation Dragon Rider. Weapon dragons. Hobbies roasting people.
Nice.
Oh damn! I'm trying to
Nice.
find.
Wade.
I can't even find mine. Oh, here it is.
You
Okay.
have to watch this show.
You have
I'm
to watch
telling
it.
you.
Okay, so mine is Aaron.
Please.
I don't have HBO stuff.
I
We
am
can take care of that.
Can I watch it on Amazon Prime or anything?
I
No,
am.
we will-
I'm
Wait.
House Aaron.
Wait, this is
I'm
the
Gator.
internet we're talking about. Okay.
Gator.
yeah.
Do your thing, baby.
I am House Aaron in a relationship with Loras Tyrell. Sworn to House Targaryen. Occupation Dragon Rider. Weapon dragons. Hobbies roasting people.
All right.
See, y'all are both sworn to me. That's right. That's right.
What am I?
But isn't Loras Tyrell? Isn't he's dead already?
Hey, what am I?
Hi, what am I?
That Marjorie was married to.
Fuck Marjorie, what am I?
Loras, wasn't it?
Wade's House Wiener.
Oh, here we go.
Wiener, wiener,
This
wiener.
is even better. I redid it. I redid it because I didn't like that one. So now I am House Stark
Hi, Magic.
in a relationship with. Oh fuck, that's fucking Red Lady. I can't.
Crystal Stark.
Too
Melisandre.
quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Magiax.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Sworn to House
am I?
Targaryen, member
Yeah,
of the
right.
Queen's Guard. My weapon is twin Valerian steel broadswords. I'm okay with that. And hobbies
cool.
are killing off the Queen's enemies. So how about I blinked? Oh, wait, wait a minute. I don't want to give away spoilers because you're 3 seasons behind. Never mind.
And Wade hasn't even started it yet.
Yeah, wait, yeah, I don't.
I mean, I
Wade
watched
hasn't
like
started.
3 or 4 episodes and it was just dick.
It was
Yeah.
just dick. Well,
Well,
No, you'll get to just boobs.
be
you'll
thankful
fine.
that you didn't watch
Get-
Spartacus.
Get farther.
Bro.
Get farther
Spartacus
into
was.
it.
Spartacus was a
Get
dick
farther into
every
it, then you
5
get
seconds.
a lot of naked Daenerys. So then you're good.
Yes.
That can't. Naked Daenerys cancels out
No,
every.
Michelle, she's
Naked
like,
Khaleesi?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
is it?
Oh, that
What's
Daenerys.
her
All
name
those-
with the
all that boob and that fire. Oh, dude.
boobage?
Oh, Danny.
Oh, boobage.
Oh, Danny.
Oh, daddy.
Her house banner's gonna be a giant boob with a flamer on the nipple.
Yep. There you go.
It's
No,
gotta be
Wade,
like
it's,
a Dothraki tattoo, though.
It's
Yeah.
one of the
Little
It's one of the-
dragons, but-
one of the best shows on television ever.
I am
per-
surprised
the
that I
per-
never.
Have you ever seen Black Sails?
Ariel.
I love Black Sails. I got super into Black Sails.
Oh, I wanted to watch that show.
It's
I
really
haven't even
good.
heard of it.
It's about
It's on
pirates.
Stars.
All right, it's midnight.
It's about pirates. It's basically Pirates of the Caribbean if you threw the kind of a Game of Thrones idea into
Oh,
it.
that'd be cool.
That's awesome.
Who is your
But
favorite
there aren't
female
dragons.
character in Game of Thrones?
Game of
Aside from
Thrones?
Daenerys, you cannot say Daenerys because everybody loves Daenerys.
Sansa. Oh no! Wait, no. Sorry, the wrong name. The little one. Little bit.
Arya.
Arya?
Arya. Yeah.
The one that, yeah.
Finally got
What?
the dick. Yes.
Wait a minute! You just spoiled it.
It's okay.
Don't tell me
Facebook spoiled it.
I don't know who it is.
Who?
Finally.
I like
She did what?
Brienne.
Where? She got the dick. She got the. She got the sword. She got what? I don't know what you're talking about.
I like Brienne.
She
I
got
love
dragons.
Yara's
She got
sword,
everything.
the needle. I like her sword.
Did you see the meme? Winter isn't the only
Yara's
thing coming.
bad as fuck. Jesus.
I saw
holding
the
on to that.
view of the Daenerys' smile, like so everybody's turning that into a meme.
Yeah.
Wade. Oh, for real?
What
Yeah.
about the I don't
Yeah,
know
well-
I would- that
really
would
what's going
be
on
awesome.
between what's the redheaded
I just gotta figure out where to
guy's
send
name?
it to you.
I think he was a wildling, but he's
Yes.
a nice watch now.
Foreman.
I can't say. Damn it! I almost did
I
something
can-
else
I
in the
just-
last episode too. Damn
I
it.
just started seeing like small interaction between he and Bree.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm seeing the memes and then I'm seeing this little bit of interaction. Oh god, this could not go good.
So I'm not real
Giant's
worried
milk.
about.
Giants.
What did you say?
Giants.
Giant's milk.
Ew, that makes me uncomfortable. Don't say that.
Oh, just wait till you see it.
Just wait. Just wait.
That just makes me want to look and
Giant's
go to a
milk.
different place.
Thor and Giant's
milk.
place.
What's that?
I can't say his name.
Giant's moist.
Oh, you bastard!
Suckled.
Suckled.
Yeah, what?
Oh.
What?
Ew.
Suckled on
I know
a
what you're talking
titty.
about.
All right, so going back to Avengers.
Yes, back to Avengers.
I'm going to bed. Good night.
Ah.
Good night.
I do
All
have
right,
to
see
go
ya.
to bed here, like right now.
See ya.
But
Later.
yeah. That was fun.
See you later.
Good seeing all you guys. Good talking.
Yeah, we should do
and
this again.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I'll be back online at some point.
About whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stream early.
Just chat.
Yeah, probably
Just
be
chat.
scrolling. Ted,
Wait, you on
can
Facebook Messenger?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Good night, guys.
Later.
Good night.
Bye.
So,
It's 4 of us now.
oh, look at that.
It's just the four.
Oh.
So, let's talk about the
Gojira.
ending of the movie, and the final moments.
Final moments.
So, Cap's about to go back and give the stones back to where they belong.
Yep.
So everything doesn't get fucked up that they've done.
Yep.
And they count it down for him to come back, and he doesn't come back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's Bucky's the one that notices it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he
I
walks
think he
over
knew.
and points it out.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to Sam, "Go ahead." So Sam is like, are you sure? That kind of thing. And he's like, yeah. So Sam goes over, talks to him. They have their chat, and he passes him the shield.
Wait, pause. Is this your theory?
Well, I want to get to that after this.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get to it after this. So, he passes him it, and they have a little bit more of a chat and everything, and he finally accepts it, the shield,
Right. Mm-hmm.
signifying that Sam Wilson will be the new Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
So, going into Disney Plus, now I'll get to that. There's going to be a Falcon and Winter Soldier series.
Yes.
So my theory is that series is going to be very, very short. So like 6 to 8 episodes. It's going to be a one and done run.
I think it's going to be similar to WandaVision is what they're calling it.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Olsen.
Scarlet. Yeah.
She was on the
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Mm.
She was on the red carpet for the premiere, and she was asked about the series, and she said that it's going to be set in the 50s. She thinks this is what she's been told. She could have been lying through her teeth. I don't know, but this is what she said. It was going to be set in the 50s, and it was going to be about 6 hours long. So that's going to be 6 episodes,
6
essentially,
episodes.
Right?
Which is right on par with what I was thinking. Falcon Winter Soldier was going to be. Now, what I think the whole thing with it is gonna be about is they're kind of coming to terms together that there is no Steve Rogers anymore. He's not Captain America, and it's an acceptance kind of thing.
I wonder if they released the name Falcon and the Winter Soldier prior to Endgame coming out. They called it that for a reason, but I wonder if the actual title of the show is going to be Captain America
and the Winter Soldier.
The Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Just to like throw us off.
Yeah, and it's not like that hasn't been done before to throw people off.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the biggest, Marvel, hey, we got yous was the whole thing with Coulson when they introduced Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That was a huge thing.
Speaking of which, the movie Hail Hydra, that was great. That was perfect.
Oh,
yes. I loved it. And I loved that they brought the guy that plays
back.
Well, they brought him back, and they brought the guy that plays Crossbones back.
Yeah. In the elevator.
They set it up the whole elevator scene.
The guy elevator scene where it was wonderful. Yep.
They're like,
and he walks out with a smirk. Oh, it was perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
God.
Anyways, go ahead.
So I think that's going to be what that's going to be about, is that it's going to be a coming to terms thing where they start having, like, maybe Sam has doubts that he can fill the role. And
I'm sure he will.
Bucky's kind of there as the proverbial shoulder to lift him up and everything and help him along the way, because he knows more about Cap than anybody.
Right.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's more of a side note. My buddy came back tonight from visiting or from seeing it, and he said that he thought, his personal preference, that he thought Cap giving it to Falcon was the wrong choice, and that he should have given it to Bucky.
Well, and I can understand why. That's a comic book fan.
This will answer your question, Magix.
That's a comic book fan. That right there is what that is, and it's because in the comics, Bucky takes the mantle of Captain America at one point before Sam ever touches the suit or is even thought of in that role. And a lot of people
in the comics, so Falcon does get the shield.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, eventually, but
eventually.
Bucky has it first.
So,
I don't think Bucky really deserves it, just because he's just messed up, you know.
I think part of that is also going to be Sam trying to help him through more trauma.
Yeah.
And everything. I feel like they're going to be going after sleeper Hydra agents, and I think they're going to be tangling with AIM as well.
Yeah.
So another thing that I wanted to talk about, since we're with involving Disney Plus as well, was the something earlier on in the movie with Loki, where he vanishes with a version of the Tesseract.
Yep.
And they have that Loki series coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
they did so much to
so excited.
Set stuff up. It's great.
That's honestly where my mind went.
Ashmirth says Thanos is awesome.
Thanos
is an incredible character, both in the comics and in the movies and in everything he's been in.
Best love story.
Best love story ever. And Josh Brolin made a phenomenal
yes, absolutely.
performance as him.
Great Thanos.
Red Skull shall revive the villains. Well, Red Skull is kind of stuck somewhere.
Yeah, he's kind of
he's on Vormir.
He's on Vormir, and
he ain't going nowhere for a long time.
He's not going anywhere for a while.
He connects people's souls to souls.
It's going to be the greatest soul exchange ever, I tell you. The keeper of the soul stone, exactly.
Yes.
Souls for souls. Speaking of him,
okay.
Side note, did you know that, does anyone watch Walking Dead?
I'm a few seasons behind. I stopped.
Okay, so you know Aaron, right?
Go ahead. Yes.
Aaron is the gay guy.
Bring Black Widow back. Well, she can't come back.
Well, anyways, you've probably seen him on YouTube. His name is Ross Marquand.
Mm-hmm.
He's the voice of Red Skull.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
They did not bring back...
what's his face? Yeah, the guy who played it.
Yeah. He actually...
that's going to bug me now. Yeah, that one guy.
Mm-hmm.
That one guy his name is eluding me.
Yeah, the dude in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Mr. Dude in the Matrix.
Mr.
He
Smith.
was. Yeah, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith.
But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Is Gamora and Black Widow in the Soul Stone?
Is
Are
Black
they both?
Widow in the Soul Stone? Are they?
Both of them.
No.
No.
Or in that...
No, because they're opposite realities.
Yeah.
Okay.
technically, like they're
the
in
version
the Soul
of
Stone, but in different versions.
In different,
Right.
yeah, they're both in the Soul Stone, but in different realities. Yeah.
So the
but is
Widow
Gamora the
is
little
in-
girl like in Infinity Wars, or do you think she's her normal self?
Well, and that's the thing about it is the way I interpreted that is that you perceive somebody as what the Soul Stone wants you to see.
See.
So if Gamora is the Soul Stone in Infinity War, she's the one controlling it and making Thanos see what he sees.
Okay.
When they have that kind of,
yeah,
I call it the humanity moment for Thanos.
For that, yeah. Did you do it?
What did it cost you?
Yeah. What cost?
Yep.
That was a very powerful part in Infinity War too.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. 100% agreed on that.
I tell you what, if we're going to talk about Infinity War, one of the most shocking moments for me was the very first kill. Well, not very first kill, but the very, very first main kill was with Loki. I was like,
oh yeah,
oh yeah.
God.
Oh, so
I cried at that one.
That was the reality setting in for everybody.
Yeah, I was like,
that this is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This shit is happening.
This is the beginning of the end.
Mm-hmm.
You will never be a god. Snap.
Oh,
snap,
Loki.
Snap. Throws him away.
What about the Heimdall
no resurrecting
kill?
from this?
Nope. Like he snapped.
Yeah, that was.
3 or 4 times.
Heimdall's kill wasn't as bad per se as Loki's,
but it was more powerful to Thor. I mean, that was.
But it was more powerful to Thor.
Yeah, it really affected Thor,
and
really, changed him like, more than Loki. Because I mean, Loki died how many times?
The Heimdall kill. Who's Heimdall?
Heimdall was the
gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper.
Oh God, that was powerful too.
Stabbed right in the heart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big sexy himself, Idris Elba.
Big old Idris.
Big old Idris.
Big old Idris.
Oh, if I were into black men.
Did you guys see that commercial he did for?
Oh, speaking of Idris Elba, another trailer we got was Shaw and Hobbs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hobbs, yeah,
Hobbs and Shaw, or whatever it's called.
Hobbs and
I gotta
Shaw.
watch that. What is that?
It's a Fast and Furious spin-off. It's the first spin-off, so I guarantee that's how they're gonna maintain a Fast and Furious set of movies is by spin-offs. But it's based on The Rock's character and Jason Statham's character, and those two, I don't know if you watched the movies, those two were always like, I wouldn't say at each other's throats, but they were always
in that last one they finally have it.
In the last, oh, so good.
They had an understanding, and I thought that was really cool character development. But for the wrestling fans in it, The Rock isn't the only wrestler in that movie.
Nope.
Roman Reigns is also in it.
Yep, he's in there too.
Which I thought was pretty cool that they brought him
matches.
in.
Michelle's a huge WWE fan too.
Huge.
Oh God.
Huge.
Oh, we're gonna be best friends now. Oh, we're best friends. So better.
R.I.P. Howard Potts. So I used to no bullshit. I used to travel a little bit with Dean Ambrose. Which, do you see her light up?
Yeah.
I used to stand side by side with Rollins when both of them were at IWA Mid South. I was doing a lot of some of the booking there, and I did a lot of the merch sales for there.
Oh my God!
Seth Rollins at the time was called Tyler Black, and he was standing right next to me and selling all of his merch, and I had full out conversations with him during the show. So it's like, great, I know all these WWE guys. It's fucking awesome. I also know Drake Younger, who is a referee for NXT and has been on main roster as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, they were here in January, and we sat sixth row, right next to the entrance and the gate. So I was right there. Oh my god, it's great. And
probably the biggest name that I've ever met was I went after a show to Hooters here in Peoria, Wade, which is no longer there. It's shut down.
I heard about that.
They a lot of the WWE guys would either go to Hooters for their food and hang out, or they would go to world famous Big Al's.
Yeah.
So I went to Hooters.
Big
Al's.
Oh my god.
I went down to Hooters. I went and had dinner, and I was like, all right, earlier.
I am not. Shut up, Jason.
Earlier on in the day, I was down there, and I met Carlito and Tommy Dreamer.
Really?
A bunch of us went down and hung out with them for a little bit, because I was one of the local indie wrestlers in Peoria. And so I'm sitting down, I'm eating, and Tommy Dreamer walks in, after the show, and Tommy Dreamer walks in with John fucking Cena. And I ended up, to make that long story short, I ended up having dinner with John Cena because Tommy Dreamer liked me. And they asked me to sit down and have dinner with them.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
And he is such an incredible mind. He's very fucking intelligent.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people just see him as this bit wacky, goofy guy, this muscle-bound dude that we see on TV.
Oh no, he's like.
But we sat down, we talked fucking politics, we talked movies, we talked every fucking thing under the sun, and it was just fucking one of the best moments I've ever had.
That's legit.
I'm jealous. So jealous. You don't even realize.
Michelle's in love with CM Punk, apparently.
I thought he was awesome, and he's pissing me off.
He's pissing you off?
Yes.
I have a lot of friends that don't like CM Punk because of some of the stuff that he's done and said and done to them specifically.
I bet. I mean, I completely understand why he did what he did and all that stuff, but it's his life. He do whatever he wants.
Right. No. Was there anything more about the movie you guys wanted to talk about? I'm all for it.
We did some big jumps. I'm trying to.
We've been talking about a lot of different topics tonight, which is good. It's a lot of material.
What about the scene? You guys probably already talked about it. When the Hulk's talking to the person who had the time stone before Doctor Strange. God, what was her name?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange's
the ancient one.
Yeah, the Supreme. Whatever the heck it's called.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes, there you go.
Because she was still Sorcerer Supreme because
he was
Dr.
still doing surgery like 5 blocks down the road.
Yeah, when she found out that he gave away the time stone, she was like, "What?"
She's like,
he doesn't make mistakes. He's the best of us.
Yeah. That right there.
Maybe I made a mistake, and then she's just like, "Here, take it."
I like how they use that to explain the time travel, space continuum, whatever the hell they're going to call it,
timelines
in the Marvel Universe timeline.
I like
how they did that.
Knocked the soul out of the Hulk.
Yeah.
And he just grabbed it. He's going to put it right back there. It'll be all better.
He's like, oh.
Bobby.
What?
Oh, propane. Oh gosh. Oh god.
Yeah, that was.
I loved how they traveled back. I loved the moments in 2012 in New York. I loved it.
Yes.
How they went back and visited Avengers 1, and the very first scene you see is that circle shot.
I'm staying. Yes.
Where, man, I tell you what, I got the best chills from that, seeing that again on the screen. It was just, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a just an incredible moment too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just seeing just everything all over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, and smash some stuff while you're at it.
Exactly.
Motorcycle, he's just like,
kind of throw that motorcycle just a little bit.
So many stairs.
Oh my God. That was the best. No stairs. No stairs.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Imagine how fun. Imagine how fun it would have been to go back and get back into all those outfits to shoot, to
shoot that all over again.
To shoot all the stuff that wasn't in the Avengers 1, but
but needed to be for this part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like different angles.
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was pretty awesome.
And we finally found out how Loki got that thing on his head.
Yeah,
yeah.
That was good. I like that. I like how they explain that.
What about the flick me moment?
Yeah.
Bing. Wade, we were talking about the Loki's mouth muzzle, basically.
Muzzle thing, yeah. I'm about to find matches on Twitch and.
Oh yeah.
K-Tal. I don't know what that means. Do you know what K-Tal means in Spanish? Because my Facebook, someone just messaged me. K-Tal.
Hi there, masked Moogle.
I don't know what that means.
K-Tal.
K-Tal. K-Tal?
Somebody say that in yours.
It means how are you?
Oh, okay. Oh. We are good. We are talking spoiler.
Hey, it's Whitney. What's up, babe?
Spoiler. Endgame Avengers. So if you have not seen it, look away. But if you don't care about spoilers, then feel free.
It's all good.
To stay in.
Thank you.
We've been all over the place though. We've talked Game of Thrones. We've talked Disney Plus shows. Yeah. So don't mind us.
What? Gator, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Gator girl.
Yeah, that's me.
That's a you.
That's a me.
It's a me.
It's a me, Mario. It's a me, Dario.
So I was talking to my wife, and she said specifically the Black Widow and Hawkeye scene, where they're basically going back and forth. Who's gonna jump?
Die?
Yeah, that was rough.
I touched on that a little bit last night, but to kind of reiterate it, that teared me up majorly, and I about broke then and there. That was the first. I think that was the first damn near breaking point for me.
Yeah,
with the movie.
So
when I realized that they were the ones going there, I said, "Well, it has to be her." There's just no real way around it. She's the one who, doesn't have a family. Well, I mean,
exactly.
They're her family, but I mean, she's the one who's willing to sacrifice everything because she doesn't have
She doesn't have what everybody else has.
She's her loss isn't as extreme, as great as the other ones. Where I was like, she's going to be the one to go, and it's just going to be a fight. Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, man, but I mean, like when he's dangling there, holding on to her.
Oh my god!
And she's like, "It's okay, all right." And then she kicks off away from him.
Oh yeah.
And he's just reaching for it, and then you can tell when she hits because the way he acts, like he kind of does this. Oh, this look away.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was. That one got that one was close. I almost that one.
You know, it was a horrible moment. However, it didn't like hit me. It didn't like hit me as hard as when Gamora was thrown
Yeah.
off by Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it sucked seeing one of our characters just, that's it. They're done, dead.
Mm-hmm.
But I like I've said before that the one moment that got me where I should have brought my Kleenex was the end where Peter is Peter is talking to Tony.
Tony, yeah, that just
that when they were first reunited, that got me.
Yes.
Almost. Yeah. But then right when
hey Muggsy, how's it going?
Right when the final moments of Tony Stark.
MCU needs to avoid time travel. Why?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm interested, Muggsy. I want to see what you say.
Yes. Explain why.
See, this is the kind of stuff we need. We need audience interaction too.
We need, yes.
Not that we're bored ourselves, but it's just
challenge us.
Yeah, challenge us. Why does the MCU need to avoid time travel?
You said you can't change the present, yet they did in the end.
Well,
they actually didn't. So I had this conversation with somebody today, actually, and they didn't change the present. At the end of it, if you're talking about with Cap and everything, what happened was Cap's own like will. Like when he went back, instead of coming back like he was supposed to, you can only assume that he removed the device that would have brought him back and made the choice to stay there. That doesn't alter the reality, but it does allow him a second chance to go through. And by memorizing the date and time of where he needed to be,
he went back
at the right moment. That's how he wound up sitting on that bench.
And see, I took that a little bit differently. I took it kind of like how they, the Supreme, whatever the hell her name was, explained it and how it broke off in a separate tangent. That he was growing old with whatever her name is on that separate timeline. And then
at the end of the movie where Captain America gave his shield to Sam.
And then he finally...
we're actually talking about that right now.
At that one point in given time, he went back to
Thank you for the
original one. Instead of coming back in 5 seconds, he came back a little bit later. And that time that he was gone was when he was growing old.
He didn't kill him off. He didn't kill off that captain. He knocked that guy out. As far as we know, he went to a different time dimension.
They explain it really good in that that video that that you posted.
So and also let me rewind.
I gotta find it.
Cap had to take each of the stones back to different points in time.
Mm-hmm.
So he had enough juice to go to different places, but then he also had enough to come back.
But he chose not to.
What he chose to do, instead of coming back like he was supposed to after he delivered the stones,
he took Tony's advice and lived the life that he suggested.
Lived the life he was supposed to, and he went to the point in the reality he left that Peggy Carter was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
And he lived his life with her, and that's kind of is the whole reason why he was able to do what I was suggesting, is that he memorized when he left, time, day, everything, and that's how he was able to know where to be.
Here's a question: do you think he had enough juice, or just enough? Do you think he had only enough juice to get back that one time to revisit Sam in order to give him the shield because Peggy has died at that point?
Well, no, I don't even think he used it to get there. I think that he lived his life.
Right, you're right. He lived his life, and then
and the events
something
that happened, like that was still him, but he swapped places basically. Does that make sense? So he came back. He came back through at the moment that they were expecting him to come back. Like that's where he he didn't come back through. That's not what I mean. He strolled up and sat on the bench at that moment. That wasn't a like a him using the time jump and everything as an old old man. That was he was there and he lived while everything was going on. That's what I think was going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
He nullified Agent Carter, though. That was a good series. Sort of. We don't know what happened involving Agent Carter.
Which one was Carter?
Well, Agent Carter was the
Peggy.
Was Peggy.
The girl.
Oh.
The girl
his love interest.
Yeah.
We know one thing for sure is he finally got that dance.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well.
And that's another moment in the movie that I teared up. It's like that was how awesome. Important it was.
Yeah.
No worries, Muggsy. No worries.
Yeah, Muggsy said I could debate this better if I had not already had a few drinks.
What about at the end where we saw that Pepper had an Iron Man suit? So she had the rescue suit.
Yeah, it was rescue.
What if he had a suit built for his daughter? Do you think they will come out with an origin story for 2 new Iron Women?
We'll see.
Ooh.
We'll see. That's a good notion, thought on it. The current consensus.
Pepper. I loved Rescue Pepper.
I liked
Rescue Pepper was good. Yeah.
Like I wish they could have
looked
just
like she needed to be in that suit the entire time.
Man, she needed to be.
Yeah, she would have been really good.
But the current consensus is that Shuri's going to take up the mantle.
Like honestly,
of
fuck
Iron
Marvel.
Man.
Give me more Pepper at Rescue Suit
or Iron Heart. Yeah, that's what she's called, Iron Heart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the current consensus.
However, I did, like I said it before, like the new viewers and everything like that. I really did like Captain Marvel's character in Endgame a lot.
Yes.
And I didn't even see the Captain Marvel movie. I know what it is. I know everybody's complaints about it and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like what they did with her character in this movie, and didn't they say that they shot this?
She came in for this movie before they even shot Captain Marvel because so she had no idea what she was getting into.
Yep.
For Captain Marvel at all.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
so here's another moment to kind of talk about, and it's probably the moment.
Oh my God, Muggsy, same.
The messenger.
the probably the moment in the movie when they're all lined up, basically army against army, and Cap finally says, Avengers.
Oh yeah,
assemble.
Finally says this.
Oh, that was
even saying it right now and
just like,
thinking about it, I have chills.
Yeah,
because that is an iconic moment that we will never forget.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now that we're talking about that, I'm so glad it worked out perfectly. I mean, I'm so glad they saved it for this moment instead of him saying it, in Age of Ultron or something.
It meant more.
Yeah.
It meant more.
Mm-hmm.
They got close. Do you think
that this is the end of Avengers movies now? Yes and no. So there's 2 answers that I have for that question. Number 1, it's the end of the Russo brothers' run. So it's the end of their era.
Sad Panda.
Of it.
Sad Panda.
They are officially out of doing Marvel movies from here on out. I think somebody else will take up the reins and go with it? I believe so, and the reason why I think that is because of how this movie ended. I don't think that they just did it to lead into a Disney Plus, series with Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think that they did it because the next Avengers movie is gonna be
Tarantino Avengers.
Tarantino Avengers. Motherfucker. One thing that we know,
it would just be like a bunch of long hallway scenes with that
hallway scenes
Quentin Tarantino shot.
One thing that we know for certain is that we have Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with James Gunn.
Yep.
Back in the saddle. We know that we have Spider-Man Far From Home. We kind of think that we might know that we have Thor 4.
You definitely know you're getting a Black Panther 2.
You're getting Black Panther 2.
For sure.
Without a doubt.
The amount of money that one made and fans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther. That's inevitable.
That was the other time.
When does Guardians 3
the crowd erupted was when Black Panther walked through that teleport, whatever the hell it's
called. Oh, yeah.
That time, and then when Cap got the hammer. Those are the two times the crowd just erupted.
Oh my god!
Right,
definitely another Black Panther movie without a doubt.
When Cap got the hammer.
When Cap got the
he
hammer.
just started letting loose on Thanos.
And
the hammer.
Yeah, that
calls down the thunder, just boom.
When does Guardians 3 come out?
Like, to be honest, just
have they started filming it? Because I mean, with the arguments with the director and everything, I don't even think they started.
I think James Gunn is probably no. James Gunn actually just
finished writing it. I thought
he is doing the storyboards right now for it.
Okay. All right.
Because he released a photo on his Twitter. James Gunn released a photo on his Twitter. I don't know if it was for Suicide Squad or Guardians 3, with him looking up at the camera and taking a selfie, and there's a storyboard on the table.
Harvey Keitel takes over the Stan Lee cameos.
Muggsy, we're probably gonna get that with the Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
You know what would be perfect? I've had this conversation. Who takes over cameos? Deadpool.
Deadpool.
God.
Deadpool breaks the fourth wall and comes in, and it's a quick scene. Deadpool is the new cameo. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
So good. That was the one thing about the Detective Pikachu trailers. That was one of ours during this one. All I can see is Deadpool. That's my problem. I can't break him off. I can picture Pikachu with a Deadpool and hold up a samurai sword.
I hope we get more Fat Thor. I really do. Can we have like another spin-off of just Fat Thor playing Fortnite with those two
Guardians 3 is releasing next year. It will probably be an August release date, but it'll be in 2020.
Guardians 3, you said?
Yeah. Talking to somebody.
Well, I know he already has the script. He already tweeted out his script.
Yeah.
So Fat Thor as Santa, yes. Yes.
Fat Thor as a Santa. Fun fact about that. In the Marvel universe, in the comics, Santa is a mutant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. And they enlist Santa to help them at one point. And he comes in like a bad motherfucker, and is just like, "What's up? Ho ho ho, you sons of bitches!"
God.
I love being a nerd, man. I really do.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's
fun. Now I want to kind of jump to something completely different that I've kind of wanted to talk about for a long time with other people that might know about it. I want to see a new like Witchblade series.
Witchblade. Oh yeah,
Witchblade was the really, really violent and like just hardcore shit.
I forgot
where
about
they
that.
had the Witchblade, they had the Darkness, the Rapture, and they all had all of these different tools and everything that gave them these different abilities. And actually, one of the characters is in DC Comics now. Her name is Angela, and she's like this ascended angel. So it connects the Witchblade like comics to the DC Comics now. And I always thought that with the like all the gritty shows that we're seeing and how successful they were, they did a Witchblade series in the 90s at one point, and it was like really bad.
Yes.
I feel like with the
I think that's what I remember
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what you probably remember. It was just super bad. I think that with the right people writing it, it could be a great Netflix series, or it could be a great addition to that DC Universe app that they're putting out. Because Titans is great. Titans is wonderful. Doom Patrol is even better.
I gotta watch it. I need to start it. I really do.
Yeah, you do. It's so good. So good. I've said it 100,000 times now. It's the relaunch of Brendan Fraser's career. He does such a phenomenal job.
Brendan Fraser, man, I haven't heard that name in forever.
Oh, I know.
I know,
I used to
right?
like him. He was good. The Mummy.
So, the Hulkbuster suit in Endgame. We see it 3 times, and it's crazy because the first time
at the beginning.
You see it at the beginning when they kill Thanos.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you see it later on when Hulk's arm gets fucked up.
What?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
When he comes in for the final battle. For the final battle with Hulk.
The Hulkbuster suit.
You see the Hulkbuster suit in the battle. But I don't remember if it was Hulk piloting it or if it was being autopiloted.
No, because Hulk was rescued by Ant-Man.
Right.
When he opens his hand, and then Hulk and
then he popped out of his
Hulk
butthole.
and
You're right.
It's
so
true.
It could have been Hulk in
right? It happened, right?
So
spoiler.
I thought Friday wasn't Friday controlling.
Was it Friday controlling it, or was Rhodey in it? Because at some point I saw the Iron Patriot armor too.
Iron Patriot armor though,
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, because there was multiple Iron Man suits in the final battle.
I remember there being multiple Iron Man.
There were several.
Because they called
that was Friday.
That's
Friday was in there.
Did I miss
Friday?
That's
there
when
was
Potts
so
came in.
there was so much going on.
So much. Like
when
that
they're
whole
all going
end
at
fight was
each
just
other.
like just one shot going around. Everybody, you see Dress going.
Yeah, and there's just suits flying everywhere.
Yeah. I wonder if that's just Friday activating the house party protocol.
Yeah, that's how I took it. But yeah, now that you say it, I want to say I remember the Hulkbuster suit at that time. But I can't remember a third time.
Yeah, I'm. That's where I'm trying to remember what suit Rhodey was in, because his suit was bigger, but it wasn't big enough to be Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
Unless it was a new model,
a new version. Yeah.
That we hadn't seen, because Rhodey's suit was massive by the end.
Yeah. Now that you say that, yeah.
He had a big suit.
It wasn't the War Machine suit.
Huh.
I'm doing my homework right now.
Are you trying to find it?
Can you send me your homework one of these?
Yeah, I was saying we need to share this.
Is it like a video homework video?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay. Can you send me that one, please?
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for these different suits. I'm gonna have
Hang
to
on,
see.
I'm gonna pull up my homework too.
Yeah.
Fucking pirates.
Oh my god, y'all!
Yar, matey.
Okay,
You guys are
so
yar mating?
yes, we
Yeah.
are yar mating right now.
Yes.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Talking about we're not doing anything.
So when Rocket jumps out of Ant-Man's hand,
Mhm.
he jumps onto Rhodey's back.
Back. Yes, because that's one of the scenes. Yeah, in the trailers, they
Right.
show Rocket like on his shoulder.
And he like pumps his gun
He's
or
like
whatever.
holding on. Yeah. Hmm. That's right. He's on.
He's definitely on.
He's on Rhodey's shoulder.
Yep, he's on his shoulder. The War Machine suit.
Right.
Okay. How
By the way,
far? What's your
Rocket's costume-
timestamp on that?
Let me go back.
Message it to me or something. Wait, no, it'll show.
Jealous.
Rocket's costume. Did you guys notice that?
Yes.
The pullover bib kind of buttoned up. That was good. I like that.
All right, so I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right there with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a beefed up War Machine suit.
Now that you say that, yeah,
It was
bigger.
It was bigger because it had extra like
It's
bits
got like
to it.
yeah, it's got extra lights all over it in the front. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's not the War Machine suit.
Cap just got the hammer again.
God.
Right there. Where you see Valkyrie flying with them, that's where you see three different suits.
Okay.
You're gonna want to. I wish you could watch it in slow motion. There's three different Iron Man suits there, if I counted right.
1, 2. Wow.
So it was Friday then.
So okay, so Rocket is definitely on one of them. He's on Rhodey.
Which would be
which is Rhodey. Yep, I'm looking at that right now.
No,
and
you know who the
then-
other suit I think it is? One of the suits that I think we're witnessing is
The
Rescue.
other one of them's Rescue.
Rescue, yeah.
For
Which
sure.
is Pepper.
Okay. So there's still the really, really big one there. All right. It's going down the thing. I'm going past Drax. He just got the hammer back, pulled it to him.
Is the homework
right
quality
behind him?
good?
Since you've already seen it, you'll be fine. But would I watch it my first time like this? No way.
No way. Okay.
No, you have to experience it.
So I'm paused on Cap right now, and there's a beefed up Rhodey suit. There's an Iron Man suit, which is Tony.
Right.
And then they're rushing now.
Yeah, I'm on a rushing scene. I've got it paused, and it's got Quill in the shot. They're all flying towards it and running and screaming and. Hey, Bombay! Hey, Bombay!
Yep. Coach Bombay. It was a shout out to the Mighty Ducks there. Coach Bombay.
Bombay. Mighty Ducks.
Oh my gosh. I want to watch this.
So Rocket's on the back of one, but who's in front of him?
Send me your homework.
Yes.
I can't send it to you.
Damn it.
I'll tell you why later.
So wrong.
Fat Thor, I said Fat Thor and Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the homework will.
The quality will get better, and we'll be able to decipher that a little bit later. Because I'm positive I saw the Iron Patriot armor at some point, and that confused the shit out of me. And then I'm positive I saw the Hulkbuster armor. which also confused the shit out of me.
Yeah, I thought personally, I just saw the Hulk armor in the very beginning where Bruce was controlling it.
Right, which is the whole reason why I was wondering, if that was being controlled by Friday then, which makes sense.
Yeah, I just assumed Friday was controlling the Iron Man army.
So, anything else that you guys noticed?
I'll have to look over my homework one of these days.
Oh, you all suck. I need some homework. I gotta find my homework.
Yeah, I enjoy this homework.
All right. So apparently there were Easter eggs in it as well.
In the movie, or is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's obviously several.
I missed part of it due to tears. Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Oh, baby.
Several callbacks and everything.
And I don't see Jason as like a crying type.
No, at all. Not at all.
Ugly, manly crying. What?
Yes.
Ugly.
And it was worse because he was holding my hand the entire time, so stuff was gonna happen. He started squeezing my hand, and I'm like, no, don't, because then I freak out.
Because then you freak out and you start crying.
Exactly.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, dude, you'd be surprised. Like these we're all nerds here, you know.
I tell you what, I've seen it twice, right? I didn't think the second time was gonna have
as much of effect.
Yeah.
So
you'd be
same effect
for it. Yeah.
Exact.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
telling
what I'm
you.
Thinking.
So how cool
when I see
was,
it again, I'm just gonna.
How cool was Spidey's suit?
Oh, dude, that's what. Yes.
Activate instant kill.
Yes.
He's like, I got this. I got this. I got this.
I don't have
I
this.
don't have this.
Second time was worse.
Oh my god.
Second time.
Yes, it was. Yeah, because you know it was all coming.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm Peter Parker.
Oh.
Hi. Hey, Peter Parker, you got something for me?
You got something for me?
Oh,
no,
Captain Marvel.
Hi,
I'm Peter Parker. Hey, Peter Parker, got something for me? Yeah.
Wait, I'm catching up to you. I'm catching up to you with followers.
Oh.
I get super excited when I get a new follower. When somebody gives a shit enough to follow me. Like, why would you follow this motherfucker right here when you have those motherfuckers right there? That was a clue to go follow them, guys.
Yeah, go follow. Wait a minute, I'm over. Hold on. There.
Now, see, because we're all everywhere, like in different.
Yeah, we're all in different spots.
It looks like you're pointing on mine to the Avengers stuff to the left of the screen and pointing at Wade. And that was it.
See, on mine, you were pointing off to the right, and the guys are on the left. Like in the upper right, and I'm in bottom right, and the guys are on the left. So you were just pointing off into black space.
Wade, you're right over here for me. You're right.
Oh, really?
Right.
It's like the
there.
Brady Bunch.
He's
Michelle, and then you.
He's right there for me. In fact, I'm gonna reach into his camera.
It'd be creepy if you saw a finger like just...
Right.
It's like, all right, guys, it's been fun. I'm out.
I'm the real Sorcerer Supreme, motherfucker.
Captain Marvel Brazilian.
God. I'm trying to think of other things in the movie that just stood out to me. There's just so much. Make Captain Marvel Brazilian. Why? Give me a good reason.
It was nice seeing Nick Fury show up too.
Are hot.
Seeing Nick Fury at the end. Was
good. At the end was good.
That was good. I liked that scene too. Good. How they had all the different movies, I guess, grouped together.
And
they went through the line and all that. Yeah.
Yep. That was a good throwback to the just the path that they took and the overall like adventure.
Yeah, that he was the one
and
that
you could
started
definitely
it all
you could
with Iron
see
Man.
they lined up the people that Tony was closest to at the very front. And one of those people that you was right there was Peter. He was like second. No, I would say second. He was like third or fourth after Pepper.
Yeah, it was like Pepper and Morgan and Happy and him. It was like the front four.
So
if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And you see that, when he changes his mind on what to do.
Yeah.
Because he sees the picture of him and Peter, and it just Tony Stark has the heart.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to that end the movie, was that proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
Had heart.
And you like
so
the development.
Perfect. Oh my gosh.
The development of the movie was just fucking wonderful. It flowed incredibly.
It did not feel like 3 hours at all.
No, hour and a half.
At all.
Hour and a half.
At least.
Hour and a half.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
So Wade, I need to get into shape, and we need to do an Avengers thing like we planned. So one time, for old time's sake.
Yeah, me too.
What?
Yeah, me too.
Get in shape, an Avengers thing?
You need to explain this.
So we had this big like Avengers like cosplay thing planned years ago, and we never got around to doing it because life got in the way. And
fucking life, swear to God.
I feel like we need to do it to really round this out. Everything. But also, Wade, we need to be Gajeel and Laxus again.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm doing Ace this year. I'll probably be working, but I'm gonna stop by and say hi to everybody.
I don't think I'll be able to do ASIN next year, but I definitely want to come up and just walk around and chill sometime.
That's what I normally do. I don't buy
in our shit. 100%. But
fun.
I had something else about the movie, but that kind of overtook it for a second. So let me think about it.
Yeah, I got a Bucky cosplay I'm still working on.
Yes.
Nice.
You need to get that done.
Still working on that. I have his arm. His arm's done.
Do you think Bucky Bucky, do you think he moves to future movies past Disney Plus? Or does his
I think so.
tenure end on the Disney Plus series?
I think that it almost has to continue past there. I think that he'll be a part of the new Avengers lineup.
Okay.
And if I'm going into what I think the new Avengers lineup is going to be, number one, we know it's going to be Sam Wilson as Captain America.
Right.
I think we're going to have Bucky. I think we're going to have Ironheart. I think Black Panther is going to be there. I think Valkyrie is going to take the role of Thor for a little bit. And I'm on the fence on what's going to happen with Hulk from here. Because
they didn't really close him out.
No.
They didn't close him out.
They didn't have that
his
passing
arm's
the
fucked.
torch.
His arm is fucked. So if they do another Hulk movie, which they said they weren't going to do another Hulk movie.
I thought they were doing World War Hulk.
They did in Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They combined stories with that.
Yeah, they did.
So they said that they're not going to do another Hulk movie, but I think they're going to do one where he passes the Hulk mantle, so to speak, to Amadeus Cho, which is the current Hulk in the comics, if I remember right. But I also think that they need to tell the Red Hulk story. I think that would be a fucking awesome story to tell.
You know, if you have any information on what I'm about to say, it would be great because I know the MCU has plans for this, like in the works. The Inhumans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's gonna be the Eternals movie. It's gonna be their chance at fixing their fuck up with the series, because so many people were so mad about how just poorly done the series was.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Eternals is going to be about. And it's going to be a kind of a restart to it and doing it the right way.
I don't know much about the Eternals though. Like,
yeah. So the Eternals, essentially, there's certain different characters that fall under that whole Eternal thing. And I don't want to misquote on who they are, so I'm going to pull up the list for you. But Black Bolt is one of them.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about them at all.
So Black Bolt is
Salty
one of
Junts,
them.
hello there. What's going on?
Adam Warlock is another.
Yep.
And like there's several others that are in there, but those are going to be your big two. And that's going to be where that's almost 100% where we're going to
maybe that's what they're doing with Adam
Warlock.
Salty Junt says, you guys talking Inhumans? Yes, we are.
Who?
Person in my chat.
Hello, person in chat.
Hello, person in chat.
Salty Junts.
Salty Junts. Yeah, we're talking Inhumans, but less about the TV series, but more about the Eternals movie that's coming out.
Yep, that's in the works for Phase 4.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find the full list of them because I just pulled up a thing.
Oh, the whole Captain Marvel Brazilian thing is because booty.
Because booty.
Because
okay.
Yeah, all about the booty.
Brief. Her name's Briefly Larson. Apparently, she's got a flat ass. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
She does.
I was just.
Yeah, the flat ass.
I was immersed.
Oh God, there's just a ridiculous amount of of characters for the Eternals. Like there's several per planet, basically. Hyperion is one of them, though.
So, Salty says, leaving out Adam Warlock from Infinity War / Endgame was a massive mistake in my opinion. However, I feel that Captain America would have been a good candidate to have filled his role. I do think they handled her character fairly well, though.
Captain Marvel,
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So you
yeah, Captain Marvel did there was just enough Captain Marvel
in Endgame, yeah.
In Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just enough. So I found a list of every confirmed movie coming after Endgame.
Okay.
Yeah. So we all know that July 2nd, Far From Home. So Spider-Man Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have to go see that. Yep.
Next year, there's a Black Widow movie that's confirmed.
Wow.
And
that's gonna be interesting.
And Marvel is, I heard, playing around with the idea of making it R.
Right.
Yeah. And it's gonna be like a prequel, like settle back in her assassin.
Yeah,
time,
like she's gonna be doing some messed up stuff.
It's gonna have to talk. It's gonna have to cover the Red Ledger stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
It's gonna have to. If it doesn't, they're gonna have an issue there.
Yeah.
Is it confirmed? I thought it was just a fairly large rumor. It's confirmed.
The Black Widow stuff.
Yep. I'll pull word for word from
Kevin Feige.
From what I found. There you go. wall of text for a second there. Sorry, Joker.
No, no worries. There's been a clamor for a Black Widow movie since Scarlett Johansson was introduced playing the character in 2010's Iron Man 2. The film is finally becoming a reality after Avengers Endgame in Phase 4, however, with filming due to start in June. Johansson is rumored to be netting a $15 million paycheck for the movie, with Florence Pugh, David Harbour, and O.T. whatever recently joining the cast.
Mm-hmm. So the next movie is one that we were just talking about, The Eternals. They're reportedly in talks with Angelina Jolie to be in it.
I saw that.
And I think she's going to play Marvel's Circe. Not Circe from Game of Thrones, but the goddess Circe. Black
I'm
Panther
too
2.
salty. Yeah, definitely Black Panther 2, yeah.
Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, which is one that I was surprised on. A lot of people don't know the Shang-Chi character. I'll come back to him here in a minute because he's an interesting character.
There you go, Wade.
Adam Warlock.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So that is your lineup before they really hit your space movies. Because Go ahead.
Salty says, I feel they are going to take several years before the next Avengers movie and focus on the cosmic content more, which is what we were talking about.
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing with the phase after the movies that are being kicked off with Black Widow.
And he says
Black Widow starts the little short phase 4.
Yeah. And he says to introduce Annihilation Wave.
I feel like Shang-Chi is a bad choice for the MCU, especially since we already have Iron Fist. We have Iron Fist, but we don't have Iron Fist at the same time. Could totally see Annihilation Wave without Avengers at all, you know?
Would you say that he's a better character than Iron Fist, like story-wise?
No.
Because I've heard a lot of bad reviews about Iron Fist.
Iron Fist was perfectly fine.
Iron Fist. Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with the Iron Fist show.
Wasn't there a lot of like hate on the first season because it was slow?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of hate on the first season because it played out slow, and they made a lot of parallels to Arrow, but also at the same time, that's Iron Fist, guys. That's comic book Iron Fist.
Yeah.
So yeah, season 1 was slow. 2 was really good. With Annihilation Wave without the Avengers at all. I gotta go back in my memory there with Annihilation Wave. Annihilation Wave is where the big like tearjerker Fantastic Four moment happens, right?
Yeah, you guys are talking about stuff that I have no clue about. So this is interesting to me.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
I'm seeing if Salty knows what I'm talking about. So you see Annihilation Wave involving Captain Marvel, Guardians, and Eternals more. I could see that. Go ahead and continue because I'm gonna actually look it up to make sure that I'm talking about the right thing because there's 2 different events that have a similar thing going on, and I want to make sure that we're talking about the right one.
Okay.
Do you? I haven't seen or heard personally of the cast of Guardians like signing up to do more than 3. So
yeah, I haven't heard anything after 3.
I know there's more Guardians of the Galaxy other than the cast that we know and.
I hope we get more Guardian movies, man.
They were so good,
so much.
Yep, this is the event that I was thinking it was. So Annihilation Wave, yeah, people they basically the negative zone. They invade the entire universe. They attack a prison. So the big tear-jerking moment in the comic for this is Ben Grimm goes to try to sacrifice himself to close the portal that is letting all of this through, but Johnny Storm gets through before him and basically tricks him into staying. And Ben thinks that he can still go through, and then realizes that he can't, and that Johnny Storm is going to basically sacrifice himself to be the last effort going against the Annihilation Wave, which is just a stream of Annihilus's
Gator
army,
says, "How
basically.
about Heartbroken Scarlet Witch brings about House of M in the MCU?"
Ooh.
House of M is a good topic. Oh my god!
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Let's talk about House of M.
Yes.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay, all right.
We have to talk about
I
House
didn't mean
of
to cut
M.
you off, but that sounded
No, you're
pretty...
good. I'm bouncing back and forth between the two. It would be an amazing way to reutilize the character of Ronan the Accuser if it is a prequel. Yes, it would have to be a prequel for if it were Ronan the Accuser, because he dies without the utilization of the snap. But basically, to not go on and on about Annihilation Wave, Johnny Storm,
Which is the
close
Human
in
Torch, right?
Yeah, Human Torch. They close in on a shot of him turning around to face this army, and you see Ben Grimm in the background as the doorway's closing, and he realizes he can't get through, and there's like just tears down his eyes, and he knows that Johnny Storm's about to get just decimated. And that was, I believe they went 3 or 4 months before the next comic, so everybody thought Johnny Storm was dead right then and there.
Oh, wow.
So the next comic opens up to Johnny Storm going supernova and just fucking this army up. And he becomes the new Annihilus so he can get out of the negative zone. And it's another one of those iconic moments that I've always wanted to see on the big screen. Yeah, it's just wonderful. But
we might get it. We might get it now.
We might.
Sony's been trying to make a damn Fantastic Four movie for the past what?
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
And they just don't know how.
Oh, they
just don't know how.
So bad.
So House of M.
Oh, House of M.
House of M is so good. So
No
Scarlet Witch basically has had it with your shit. And she utters 3 words that changes everything. And it's no more mutants. She gets rid of every mutant ever.
You serious?
Oh, what?
Yeah. Gone.
Yeah, she's a reality bender, and she's the most powerful reality bender.
So is
in the world or in the universe?
I don't want the wiki. Go away. Is the comic so there's House of M1 and House of M2, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's part 1 and part 2.
Part 1, yeah.
Part 2. I'm gonna have to buy these.
So it's just those two?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yep. You should be able to buy the trade backs and it'll have the entire story.
Entire thing. Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm going to Amazon like right now.
It's so fucking good, Wade.
So good.
Joker, you need to get both of them too.
Yep.
It's so good. And the story afterwards is super good too. Because you find out the importance of Scarlet Witch. You find out the importance. You don't want House of M if Wolverine isn't in it. I can understand that.
Ultimate Edition paperback.
Right.
Yep.
You have to have Wolverine.
Has 1 and 2 in it, I would imagine.
It should. You find out a lot of importance of several characters afterwards. Why don't we start doing this like on a weekly basis where we talk about different comics? I'll let you guys kind of pick those up and read them, and we can talk about them at a later date. that sound good, guys?
That's cool. I mean, I can't say I'm going to be able to 100% of the time because, life.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Life.
But
Damn
yeah,
life.
life
I can
gets in the
definitely
way.
try.
House of M Civil War. What?
Yeah, I'm seeing
He
that
said
too.
that'll
Wade.
make him a return customer.
I was
We'll
gonna say,
see.
doesn't House of M kind of tie into Civil?
Civil
Trying
War
to
House
remember.
of M. What? Wait, what? Or
Yeah, a little bit.
Sounds good,
yeah.
Salty. Appreciate you sticking around and having fun with us.
Yeah, Civil War. They touched on Civil War a little bit in the movies, but nowhere
Salty,
near.
thank you for following me. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, Salty, give these guys a follow as well.
Yes.
The
Follow my
other,
husband.
the guy
Do
that
it.
is not even here yet or
Yeah,
anymore in
IR
screen.
Wade.
Okay, now
They
he's
better
back.
not do Civil War 2. Well, they
Civil War.
can't. They can't now.
Here, let me send you. Just
So,
search.
oh God, Civil War 1 was so good.
They fucked up the movie out of necessity. Yeah.
That's the
two
guy
on
with
left.
the white headphones. I just sent you the name.
Yeah, that's
Search him and
IR
you'll
Wade.
find him.
House of M Ultimate Edition, right?
Yep.
That's what I want.
Hey, there.
I mean, I
there
see
it is.
one House of M. Oh, I see it. Ultimate Edition.
There's my notification.
and
Thank you
it's
so much,
got
Salty.
Wolverine in front of it.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of everybody on it. Yeah, see Gambit, Cap America, Spider-Man.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh, Gambit. Oh my God.
Okay, so Gambit, do you think
They fucked him up so bad.
Do you think
They did.
for a while there they had plans to do his own movie?
Do his own movie. Yeah, I know.
Do you think-
And
Yeah,
they scrapped it, didn't they?
I think
Yeah.
so. I'm pretty sure.
they did.
Gator
Age of
says
Apocalypse.
that
Yep.
Age of Apocalypse. I want so fucking bad a proper Age of Apocalypse movie. The Age of Apocalypse comics are some of it's one of the best stories I've
Salty
ever read.
Jones, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Appreciate it.
Salty
yeah,
says
Wade-
Civil War 2 is about 90% of why I hate her.
Civil War 2.
Yeah.
Oh, about 90% of why you don't like
Hate Scarlet?
Captain Marvel.
Crap.
Yeah, because Captain Marvel causes Civil War 2.
Ha! Go figure.
Yeah. And also in the MCU, Future Rogue better steal her powers.
Yes.
Yeah, they that needs to happen 100%.
They need to explain. Yeah.
Man, I gotta buy these comics, man.
You do.
Oh God. I'll wait
Wade,
till next paycheck.
I'll send you a list of Marvel comics that you need to pick up.
Yeah.
I need to buy
and then
Civil War 2 and read that.
And I'll send you a list of DC comics that you need to pick up.
I'm almost through with the Infinity Gauntlet. Then I'm gonna move into Infinity War. Like literally.
God, Infinity Gauntlet is the greatest.
It's the
greatest
greatest love story of all time.
The greatest love story ever told.
I don't know if you have Comixology right now or at
Gator,
all.
we have any of that stuff?
But there is a 67% off sale of Avengers comics going on right now.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
Ooh.
So
who else is low-key disappointed that they didn't do World Breaker Hulk? World Breaker Hulk, like from the World War Hulk run, or are you talking about Maestro? Let's see what he says here. A second.
I heard Secret Wars is really good too.
I don't
Secret
know how
Wars
to,
is great.
Jason.
God, what? There was another one. Pick up when you get World War Hulk. Well, they did. They did. They combined that story in with Ragnarok. Now they could have done a World War Hulk movie.
Oh fuck! She-Hulk's in Civil War 2?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay. And Quill?
Probably.
Yeah, they could have done a World War Hulk movie on its own. without Thor, but I
Gotta
think
buy
it
some
would
comics,
have
guys.
there would have been too much. You don't like Captain Marvel, but you love the plot of that movie. Talos honestly stole the show for you. I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. I will see it. I'm not going to say that I won't see it, but I didn't feel that I needed to see it leading into Endgame. Hulk rights are a weird situation, though. Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why they didn't do it.
Whoa.
Jumping back and forth between all three of ours. Maximum Carnage, Wade. You need to get that as well.
Yes.
Oh my fucking god. Maximum Carnage. Oh my god. It did almost nothing to set up Endgame. The only thing that it sets up Endgame with is the post-credit scene. I do know that much. What else do you
I
guys
could get
need
House
to
of M right now digitally.
Fuck, do it. If you like reading them digitally, do it. I don't.
It just saves on room, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post credit scene that wasn't even in Endgame. Yeah, and I only know that it's that it was supposed to be connected to it because I had people tell me what it was, because I wasn't gonna go see the movie. Which that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna see it. I just wasn't gonna go see it before I saw Endgame. Endgame was my, yo, I'm definitely seeing that son of a bitch. Yeah. Where did Wade go?
I don't know.
He ran off. He always runs off.
He ran off really fast. Saw every movie in MCU in theaters since the first Iron Man. I think I'm calling it quits from here.
Really? Calling it quits?
I think you need to see Far From Home in the theater.
Yeah.
Or at least you're just going to watch only some of them. 3 movies a year is getting too much.
I think that's going to slow down.
I think that's definitely slowing down. We're only getting 2 next year, is what it looks like. And it looks like the date for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is changing to 2023. Is the projected release date now. I said earlier that it was still 2020, so I misspoke. You're especially since you're only invested in half the current remaining characters. Who are you still invested in still? Got almost the entire original run of House of M, all the series, not just the actual House books.
There's a House of M Avengers series as well.
Yeah, there's an offshoot, several offshoots, but the main story is the part that matters the most, like the main House of M books.
Wait, do you have the Comixology app?
You'd like to go see Eternals?
Do you know what it is?
No.
God, I wish my chat was this active right now.
Really? So
I'm jumping around from all 3.
Here, let me send it to you. It's comics digitally.
Yeah. I know what that is. I like having them though. I'm weird.
No, that's not weird. It's just, man, I just don't have the room for it.
I've got a bunch of I've got one of those like shelves that are like cubicles, and all my, so far I have one cubicle filled up with my books.
Nice.
My buddy, my guitar player Mike, huge comic book collector. He gave me all of the Kick-Ass comics. He's just like, I don't want these anymore. You can have them. I'm like, oh, all right, thanks.
So here you go.
And all the Kick-Ass, all the Hit Girl comics. Nice. Still have yet to read, but
Gator,
Wade, were you here when we started talking about the Witchblade series?
Yeah, I was listening.
Okay, I didn't know if you were here or if you ran off.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gator Girl, I kind of interrupted you there.
Oh no, I was talking to Jason. I'm trying to get his stream started so he can get followers too, and I don't know how to do any of this crap.
Oh, okay. Maybe Far From Home, but I doubt we will get a Hulk movie ever. You know, like what they did to Thor in Endgame. Cap and Tony are off the table, and the rest of them are their sidekicks. You don't dislike MCU. I also don't think I want to invest another 10 years into trying to keep up with every little thing going on. You wait for them to go on Netflix on sale at the store. Did they completely terminate their contracts with Netflix? Like, are their movies going to be going on there? I need to.
What, Disney movie or Marvel movies and Netflix?
Yeah, Marvel movies on Netflix over Disney Plus.
I think Disney's gonna be completely pulling those come November, because they're going to have. I mean, they're gonna have it all on their service, including all the Disney Vault stuff, Star Wars. This thing is gonna be ridiculous. Disney is going to own the living rooms.
Oh my god.
And they're staying competitive prices. $6.99. We talked about this yesterday.
That's a great price too.
That's what Netflix started at. So
yep. And if it stays at that,
honestly, I think they should.
Killing it.
They have enough money.
Yeah. 100%.
They have enough money to if they make more shows, Marvel shows, beyond what they've already planned, and the production value is like, super mega expensive, they can still afford it. Mm-hmm. If they want to stay ahead of Netflix and offer their own original content, then they have to stay at the $6.99 a month price. They have to, because Netflix just keeps raising their prices. I know a bunch of people that have canceled their Netflix because of how many times they've raised it. Salty says, at least they didn't do to Marvel what they did to Star Wars. I only have Netflix because I use my dad's. Personally, I switched to Crave TV. I've never heard of Crave TV.
Crave TV, huh?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what is Crave TV?
I think Crave only exists in my country. Oh, okay. Which would be Canada.
Oh,
yeah, okay. I don't think we have Crave here. We have Sling, we have PS View, we have DirecTV Now,
Crave
Hulu,
TV app
YouTube.
on Roku.
Interesting.
Canadian subscription service on demand owned by Bell Media.
What the hell did I just do?
You think Crave is your DirecTV?
Okay. So equivalent of our DirecTV. Got it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Where in Canada, if you don't mind me asking? West, east? I've been to Vancouver. All the way to the west.
I've been to nowhere.
You've been to Peoria, Illinois.
Well, I've been to Texas and Florida and Michigan, but that's it.
That I tell you what, that is one thing I do appreciate about the Navy, is places that they have sent me. Not gonna lie. Salty, but yeah, a fairly big reason I also don't want to watch future MCU films is that I strongly disagree with Disney's business practices.
Sorry, I was reading up on work stuff.
Is that because they're buying out so much stuff? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I could understand that. Now, a lot of people are worried that Disney is going to somehow monopolize everything. Well, and they're not. That's what I'm touching on. Disney is not a monopoly. It's impossible for them to corner the market on everything, as long as studios like Fox and Sony and everything else is out there. And the way business works is you cannot have a monopoly. However, if they ever did somehow own everything, they would like put something out under a different name, basically. Because that's basically how all of that works. You can't have a monopoly in one industry at all.
I think Disney's going to get as close to the best they can to owning it all, though. I mean, it seems like that now because it's fresh.
It's
them
fresh.
Buying stuff.
But you also have to take into consideration that like there's Netflix, there's still Hulu, there's still the studios that support those formats that they're putting out, newer content and everything for. And then you also have you've also got like the YouTube originals that are pumping out now. And you also have like the Prime originals as well on Amazon. Now they may have their hand in some of those, but they're not like at the forefront, which is what's required to be classified as having a monopoly. Where the hell did all that come from?
Maybe tiredness.
Oh no, it's just I'm one of those people that knows a lot of stuff at the weirdest times. Just like, we were talking the other night about Lincoln, and we were and everything. It's just like, did you know this about Abraham Lincoln? Blah, blah, blah.
I think a big reason I don't want to defend them is the handling of the Star Wars IP as well. To me, I feel that those movies were lazily made with a whatever, they'll throw their money at us anyway kind of attitude.
So the thing about it is that the first movie in the new trilogy was done really, really well. But it was a way to do a throw out, like a shout out to what people kind of wanted in the movie. Is everybody wanted Star Killer in the movie. Well, you got Star Killer, sort of. You got Star Killer base. And like the second movie was
Ryan Johnson's
version. Ryan Johnson's adaptation. Now J.J. Abrams is back at the helm with the third one, and while it's got a weird tagline for it, I'm really, really like hopeful for that movie.
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. It just has a weird tagline for it. Which that's what the Rise of Skywalker. That's a tagline. Or a subtitle. I think The Mandalorian is going to be really, really good.
Yes. For sure.
Just the suit of armor that they showed off already looks fucking incredible.
The production value is going to be great.
Yeah. Mandalorian? Is that another movie?
No, it's a Disney Plus original show.
Oh my god.
Live action show about bounty hunters, dude.
So I'm totally gonna cancel my Netflix account and just get Disney.
Pretty much.
Get Disney Plus and get DC Universe. You will not be disappointed.
I have Hulu. You know, if I want to, and you know what, Hulu offers more things than the Netflix, in my opinion. Like I watch all my anime on Hulu, so, and other things too, but I can't mention.
You had no interest. You had no inherent issue with 7, but 8 was a flop. Beyond 8 being trash. Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy going to Twitter and calling fans who criticized the movie mean names did nothing to do damage control. 100% agreed on that. That was a bad move.
Last Jedi.
Yeah, when they went on their, on social media and started just bashing people and
for
shit.
Not liking the movie.
For not liking the movie, yeah. It's just bad. We're in that day and age now that can ruin your career, your whole career.
I mean, look at what happened to James Gunn.
Yeah. And James Gunn was just fortunate that they reversed their decision, basically.
And they based they fired him based on stuff that was in his past when he was young.
That was when, and during a time frame that type of stuff was the norm as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't I cannot tell you how many times in the 90s I heard a dead baby joke.
Yeah, dead baby jokes.
And everybody thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now as an adult, I look at it and I'm like, that guy was an asshole that told me that joke. But hey, that asshole's my friend still. They've changed. We're in a time frame that
now kids these days like to eat Tide Pods.
That's where I was going with
Fortnite.
People want to eat Tide Pods, or the new one is eat a food with the wrapper still on. So eat a Twinkie with the plastic wrapper still on. Shit like that.
Why would you?
Why are people that stupid?
This is a whole nother topic for another night.
Whole nother time,
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But going back to James Gunn, like I was just kind of touching on, like, we're in a different day and age. You know what I mean?
Salty says, play Fortnite and get cyberbullied by Thor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, he was cyber anti-bullying.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go.
What did he say?
I'm gonna fly over there and I'm gonna disconnect you from this, or something like that. I'm gonna disconnect you from this game.
Basements.
I'm gonna come over there.
Shove it up your ass. Some shit like that.
Yeah, Thor, God of Thunder again.
God damn.
Fat Thor.
Jason.
I love those characters so much.
He's asking you a
Hey,
joke.
Cole.
His name Kronk or something like that.
Korg.
Korg.
Guys, I want to point out right
cool.
now.
This is my buddy. Whatever his friend's name.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey,
There's no Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi password because
So we've been collectively streaming almost the runtime of Endgame.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've got live 3:14 right now.
Nice.
14, and I went live 13 minutes after you guys because I was still.
I'm still trying to figure out how to go live, so
You got to get your stream key and all that, and get you set up in OBS.
Unfortunately, I have to go to bed, guys. I've got to wake up and go back to work. However, I'm off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so I'll be back online.
You'll be back online then?
I'll be back online after work.
Wait, did you already order? You ordered House of M?
No, not yet.
No one tried to get your joke, babe.
What was the joke?
What?
Oh,
I missed the joke.
In Wade's stream.
My only major criticism for Endgame was how poorly they handled Thor. Which was about the only funny joke he had in the movie. Oh.
What's the difference in a truckload of bowling balls and a truckload of dead babies?
Not one
What,
bit.
Gator? What?
Or no one.
What
no
is
one
it,
bit on
Gator? Let's go. I was in the wrong stream.
Come on, Gator.
What is he talking about? All right, Gator. Let's hear it.
Come on, Gator.
Have a great one, Salty.
Bye, Salty.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Salty. Till next time.
Appreciate it, man. I'll be back online. We'll all be back online. You'll see.
You'll see.
You can't unload bowling balls with the pitchfork. Yep.
Yep, there it is.
That's about right.
There it is. And on that note,
Ping, ping.
Oh, watch out! Super sensitive internet and anti-cyberbullying Thor might come back on here and tell us to knock it off.
On that note,
PC Thor.
PC Fat Thor.
Yep.
Fat Thor.
PC. Oh, you're triggered. You've been triggered.
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 Oh my god, that's insane.
I feel like
guys,
that.
I'll see you soon.
All right, my man. Have a good one.
All right,
Good night.
I feel like that fat, depressed Thor could have been a really cool angle to play on his character if only they didn't make him the butt of every joke they made that movie. I didn't mind Fat Thor. He just didn't bother me, I don't think.
Yeah, he didn't bother me any either.
Yeah.
But yes, sir.
Oh. Oh. Bye, Wade.
Slay Wade. Oh.
Later, Wade.
Oh,
there
he's
we
still
are.
alive.
There we
He's
go.
still alive and tracking everything everywhere. Oh, bye, Wade.
Oh, bah.
Oh, man. Your Endgame spoiler stream poster is blocking Gator Girl.
No.
No. I know what I'm going to do here in a second. I'm going to see who from my streaming community is live, and I'm going to raid them. I do that quite often.
Noise.
Very good, very good.
I'm a giver.
I'll give that.
I like to give,
Noise.
never take. Dang it. I don't think any of them are fucking live tonight. What is
We're all
going
out
on?
watching Avengers.
We're all out watching Avengers. Son of a bitch. Maybe we're not going to raid anybody. Fuck it. You lost out on the raid tonight, fellas.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 throwing in stupid jokes in serious moments, I overall really like the MCU, but if there was one thing I could change, it'd tone down the amount of poorly placed jokes, which don't land well. Tomorrow they'll be watching Game of Thrones. Yes, we will.
Thrones, yes.
Yep. We'll probably
All
talk
right,
about that.
prediction right now. Who do you think dies?
Oh
Tomorrow?
gosh.
Let's call it. Let's call it right now. You know someone's dying.
So the
without a doubt.
the long shot is Daenerys. The long shot.
Already though?
No, I don't see it.
Well, no. Like I'm saying, the long shot, like the least likely character is Daenerys.
Oh, okay.
I think Brienne.
Yeah, they've been building up Brienne and Tormund too much.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking Tormund.
To now where the audience is falling in love with them and more connected, they're gonna rip it
apart.
Yep.
Which is what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they rip it away.
Oh, Salty's joining in. He says Brienne, Grey Worm, definitely Grey Worm.
Oh yeah.
As soon as he was like,
I'm so surprised. So I was saying earlier, I'm 3 seasons behind. I am so surprised.
Oh, that's right.
That Grey Worm is still alive. It blows my fucking mind.
Salty says Brienne, Grey Worm, John, Barrick, Jorah, Tormund, Ghost, Theon, Davos. Oh man, I don't want to see Davos go. I don't.
Yeah.
I think Theon is another one that I think is
going, yeah.
Well, I don't just think that he's going. It surprises me that he's still alive too.
I see Ghost dying, protecting John.
Yeah.
Ghost?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they've killed enough wolves. Leave Ghost alone.
I think Ghost is the only one left, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only one left.
No, because Nymeria, we don't know what happened to her.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
And Barrick will bring him back. So do you think John dies and comes back as
a white?
The opposite of Hey Gator, thank you for the follow. The opposite of the White Walker. Nymeria is still alive.
I didn't see that theory before, but I like it.
Nymeria and her pack will come help. Potential book spoilers follow. You need to move your poster.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that. I see that now.
No, that's fine. I don't care.
That's fine. I'm hiding.
Cover me.
I'm hiding.
Well, I mean, I can delete it anyway since we're not really talking about
it.
I'm just leaving mine up. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, car.
Okay. There you go. Lit. Bless. Bless me, Father. You're over here now. No. Oh my God. No dead babies. Thank you. We appreciate it. I'm bouncing back and forth.
Yep.
That's what you kind of have to do when you're doing a co-stream, because you don't want to miss stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, who else do you think is getting wrecked?
I think Grey Worm is definitely gone because, well, I don't want to spoil anything for you.
I know that's the problem. Since you're behind, I don't want to. I have a theory, but I don't want to get into it because.
Can I talk about it?
Do you think Cersei's getting killed?
No.
That's part of my theory.
What's your theory? Let's hear it.
Oh gosh.
Does it involve spoiler territory?
Yes.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Spoiler,
sure?
I'm watching the episode tomorrow. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
However, whatever way that I need to watch it, I'll be watching it.
I think that the Night King is going to take the dragon to
King's Landing.
And going after them, turning all them. So he'll have two armies going towards Winterfell.
Who do you think the Night King is?
I think he's a Targaryen. I just don't know who.
So somebody debunked that theory already.
Really?
Yeah, because somebody said that there was a theory that the Night King can only be a Targaryen. Mm-hmm. The first Night King was not a Targaryen.
Oh. But I also think, now, this part I can't remember, is the Night King the only one that can turn walkers, or can any of those higher walkers turn people?
I don't remember.
Well,
I'm being totally honest.
If you remember season 7, since you don't care about spoilers, when Jon kills that leader of the group that they were fighting,
yeah,
all of those whites that were around
died,
it
didn't they?
vanished.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you
so
kill...
they can turn them. You kill the leader, you kill all the walkers. So I'm thinking the leaders that are in Winterfell right now are going to turn and kill rise all the people in the crypt.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy everyone in there. So that's why I think Sam's going. I think, as much as I hate it, Tyrion.
You think Tyrion's going?
I think everyone in the crypt's gone.
Night King is Dracula.
So I think they're gone. And I think the Night King's going to King's Landing, turning all them, and he'll have 2 armies going at it at Winterfell.
Why would you hide from a necromancer in a crypt? That's a good.
You know, exactly. Why is everyone going to the crypt?
Sam knows what he can do.
Exactly. Why are we running to the crypt? Why are we hiding out with all these dead people? I mean, come on.
You know why? Here it is. I'm gonna blow your mind.
Tell me why.
The Night King.
Yes.
Is Sam. It's been his plot this whole time.
The whole
you
time.
Sons of bitches picked on me.
No, I have a theory about Sam.
Motherfuckers.
I have a theory about Sam, and that is he's going to be the very last scene in the entire show writing the story of Game of Thrones.
Oh.
You think it?
Okay.
You think that's what it's going to be?
Kind of like rebuilding
at the place he just left.
I want to say the Citadel. And is that right?
Yeah, the
Sam,
Citadel.
the storyteller, is my favorite theory.
Is Gilly?
He's been the one.
What is Gilly?
He's writing the story that we are watching, and he's going to be like finalizing his words in a book or something, or he's going to be reading the story to somebody. That's
like
what I think.
Recounting the tale.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Sam is safe.
So I read a long time ago this weird fan theory that actually involved Joffrey.
No, don't bring that. Oh, that little douchebag.
It was weird. It was really weird that somehow Joffrey comes back as a White Walker, and he winds up in the final scene sitting on the Iron Throne.
All right,
and I was like, if that happens, dude wakes up and dreamed it all.
Just got a House Bolton tattoo a few weeks ago. You probably hate me now. House Bolton, huh?
I want to see.
Yeah, we want to see.
Ned Stark wakes up and he's been dreaming it the whole time, and he just sees a vision of what's gonna happen. And just walks up and kills fucking
But
Joffrey.
if he saw the vision, wouldn't that make him the three-eyed raven?
Maybe he is.
Oh, yeah.
See,
there's only one three-eyed raven.
See, that's one thing I hope about the crypt thing is that if the White King is raising all these bodies, we would see a headless dead Ned.
Yes.
I don't want that.
Yes. Well,
I don't want.
And how would that work? It wouldn't be able to do anything.
I don't want dead Ned. I really don't.
You don't want dead Ned?
No. I just leave him alone. We don't have time for that.
But I think they have to raise the dead in the crypt because you have to have John's and John meet or some sort of interaction between the two of them. I think that would be interesting to see.
Tomorrow night's gonna be an hour and a half too. Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited. Oh, and Gator, you can't see it. I'm sorry. Watching it. Ned Stark wakes up at the set of Lord of the Rings.
Never mind, your Twitter link isn't working? Really? Twitter link isn't working. What? Well then.
Bad week to be a Stark, huh?
I don't know if I can edit it while I am doing this. Streaming. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Twitter. Let me see what it does. This account does not exist. What? Okay.
What have you done, Joker? You're gone.
I don't know. Hold on. That's definitely not it. All right, I'll fix it right now. Thank you for the heads up.
Gator.
What section was that? Follow me elsewhere. Okay, there it is.
Got it. See it, my ass. I got a phone. Guys, somebody just tried hacking my computer, and I just caught him.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really?
So, yeah, whoever just tried hacking my computer, fuck you. Can't get past an anti-hacker, motherfucker. That's why I got quiet real quick.
All right. Salty, go ahead and try that link again. It should work. Send it to my Instagram. Okay.
Instagram. He said he has a phone.
There we go. Oh, I gotta edit my profile.
Still says account doesn't exist.
Really?
Yeah. Here, I got you. Salty, go ahead and do that, and I'll take a picture of it and I'll send it to him. You're watching Game of Thrones tomorrow, Gator?
He works nights.
Okay.
He's at work right now, so that's what I was saying. I'll watch by myself, but I guess he's gonna watch at work. Cheater. I didn't think about that. I guess he could. Yeah, we have Hulu.
Yeah, you might have to refresh the page for it to work, because I just did that on a separate browser tab and it worked. Pulled up my the correct Twitter. So yeah.
Winner, 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 winner.
Wiener, wiener, wiener.
Wait, how the hell do you send messages on Twitter? So there's
DM.
Yeah, you go into
DM them.
You'll have 4 options at the bottom. The first one's home, second one is search, then notifications, and then the last one is your messages. And then you just go in and you open a new message. So like
the little envelope icon. At least on the desktop, it's an envelope looking thing.
There you go, Salty. I just messaged you. Not hard wiener, but flaccid wiener.
That's all I'm gonna hear tomorrow.
That was
when
such
the show
great,
starts.
Such a great intro to that show. Oh my gosh.
Ding dong.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think I'm gonna get off because it's almost 3 and I need to wake up early so I can go to Awesome Con tomorrow.
Awesome Con.
Let's say it's almost 2.
There it is. I see it.
Joe.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, guys. Here, I'll message it to the Discord. There you go. And it is sent.
Finally sent that tattoo picture. Okay.
There it is.
There it is.
Yartis.
I sent it to the Discord.
On the Discord?
Our chatty chat right now that we're in.
The Survivors Club?
Oh, okay.
Just the chat that we're in, the video chat.
I got it in the video.
Oh,
we're in
okay,
right now.
okay.
Oh, looky there.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Oh, send it.
How long did that take? Hopefully it goes better for them than Tony. Ooh, God. Yeah. We have the potential to see more Starks die.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. That hit me just now. About an hour and a half, you got it in Vegas. Nice.
Wow.
I have 0 ink, and I really need to before I hit 40.
Yes, get ink. I have 3. Well worth it.
So, all right, guys. So you want to sign off? Now?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to, I think we should do that. One other one is the One Ring verse on my arm. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
The comic book kind of discussion.
Yeah, a little get together thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We definitely should do that.
We have definitely spawned something, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think with that was we should pick a comic book and read it, whether it's a series or just like one, like iconic comic.
Mm-hmm.
And try to find it or
Or
read
just
up
any
on
comic.
it if you can't find it.
It doesn't have to be like the most iconic, recognizable.
Greatest one ever.
Yeah. It could be like,
right. Well,
hey,
like something that was like iconic or to us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something that really, really like stuck with you.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to. I don't think it has to just be comic books. It could be. We could still talk about movies and everything too. So
still talk movies. Still do.
Oh yeah.
We do graphic novels.
This is a nerd cast.
This is an all around nerd cast.
Nerdcast.
We can do it once a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever works out for everybody.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
We'll get the details of it down, and we'll let you guys know. Oh, real soon. Finger guns.
Nerdcast, like it.
Nerdcast, that's awesome.
For those of you still here that haven't seen it, that's how much of a nerd I am.
Nice.
That's my wedding ring.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome.
That is.
And on that note, I'm gonna go.
I have Star Wars tattoos. I mean, does that count? I'm a nerd.
Yeah. We'll talk nerd tattoos next time.
Yes.
That's something we need to talk about. Definitely.
Nerdcast is gonna blow up in a year. Just remember, I was here first. Nerdcast. Dude, Wade.
Without a doubt.
You see my background there, real quick?
Yeah. Oh wait, we gotta go click on it. Oh, nice. My background is that.
I don't have it up.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
Nerdcast's gonna blow up in a year. Just remember, I was here first. Hell yeah, Salty.
Great.
All right, you're heading out. Have a great night, Salty.
Bye,
Gator,
Salty.
have
See
a
you,
great
Salty.
night.
Till next time.
Floated Duke, have a great one. Everybody else that followed tonight, thank you very much, including the people that were on the stream together collectively.
Definitely.
Thank you, guys.
Definitely. Thank you.
We definitely have something cool going on here, and I look forward to the next time.
Yes.
All right.
It was great.
Have a great one.
All right.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.
Later.